about
You
when it was
did?
happening.
You thought of
Yeah.
it before
I
you
was
did
like,
it?
he's going to hit a fucking invisible barrier right now. My suspense
Good
came
douche.
from that. I was thinking that he was not going to end up doing it. I thought he was going to second guess himself and it
Okay.
would not happen. But when he wound up
Splat.
and he just splatted it and then he dinked feet to head
Yep.
at least 7 to 10 times on the
Yeah,
way down.
you could see it.
I
It,
was like in my office going. He had a couple good clotheslines in this too.
Dude,
He
he decks that
clotheslined
little
the
girl.
that little girl. Oh my
Yeah,
God, when he
fucking-
just, as he's running.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, what would
You got that weight behind you.
No,
Go
he's,
for it, man.
he's twice her height,
Oh, yeah.
at least, so
Still think you could take him.
I'll take him.
Yeah, you would. Jesus Christ. All right, the plot
Even now,
of this movie.
even right now.
Right now.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down.
That's the
So that is the dad from Step Brothers. That's what his
Mhm.
job is.
Mhm.
His actual job. Real
So
life job.
his
So when he leaves every day with his glasses and his little
Yep.
Down.
protector.
no power tools. No power tools.
That's where he's going.
What?
That's why he's so
What?
fucking
What?
stressed
Exactly,
out.
right?
Oh, okay, we're done anyways.
I just see
Why'd
them.
you let us do
Yeah,
that?
right. I
It was
just see
such
him.
a bad idea.
Welcome to the Decision Reel movie review podcast, where we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday. I'm your host, Steve. With me this week, Wally's here again. He's
What's
back.
What's up?
Tara's here as always.
Well,
We're doing a movie picked by
Not always.
Tara. Not always.
Because not
Tara.
next week.
Not next week. She's going to be on vacation. That's a thing, by the way, we can do
Every now and then.
every now and then. Tara, what movie did you pick for us this week?
That is disgusting.
He just put.
you have no idea
He just put.
why are you
hold
always
on.
judging cart before the horse.
Wally just. We're drinking a nice Robin Hill.
It's
What's
delicious.
the flavor? What's the flavor?
It's genuinely
Harvest
delicious.
Blend.
Harvest Blend. Let me take a pull of this real quick. He just put in the green Red Bull into the Harvest Blend
Dragon fruit.
Dragon
Wake
Fruit.
up, uppers and downers.
To the logical next
Yeah,
step.
your emotions are going to be like, they're going to be confused, I feel
If there's
like.
anything I got perfect control over,
It's your emotions.
That's really
unless,
good.
Unless you repeat something
That
to me
is-
like
Are you
20
joking?
times,
No,
then
I'm
I get
not
frustrated.
joking.
What
It-
is this flavor?
It gave it
Dragon
more.
fruit is the best one
Oh,
now.
dragon fruit.
It gave it more highs.
The smell smells like medicine.
Don't even smell it. Why are you smelling it?
I didn't
Just
mean
go
to.
in-
It was when it was
my
coming
nose
up.
is
When
going
yeah, my nose is right there.
my nose went right into it.
It's my nose, and it went inside.
Her face says otherwise, but
It
to
still
me,
tastes like medicine to me.
but good medicine.
No.
No,
What's good medicine?
That's
I
good
don't
shit.
know. Anyways, the horror channel, the horror channel, the horror.
The horror channel? What
Horror.
are you watching, Steve?
That's when the horrors
If I'm
come
on
out.
Flex.
Maybe the horror channel keeps going on here because we're doing spooky season and the pick of the movie of what, Tara?
The cabin in the woods.
The Cabin in the Woods. Sorry, that was terribly set up for you. I should have said, what movie
I
did
knew
you
what you were
pick this
throwing.
week?
I knew what you were throwing to me. Though.
No
Right.
idea
The
this
Cabin
movie
in
even
the Woods.
existed.
So this
Oh my
would have
God!
been
I introduced you to this.
100%.
so
I'm
this
very
is definitely a pleasant surprise for you then.
Oh, 100%.
'Cause,
100%.
I mean, you're like, oh my God, look, it's fucking Thor
Look,
on screen.
we had Terrifier
Yeah.
this past that was a lot.
Oh, yeah,
and
you
then
guys went and saw
someone
Terrifier
had, someone
3.
had a great idea to go see it in theaters.
Josh, he'd say,
And
let's go. I'm like,
Yeah, I needed something.
a palate cleanser.
Yeah, something different.
I mean, but this movie's still, it's not, I mean, to me,
Oh my!
after
This
going
movie's
through and
fun.
seeing,
It's
yeah.
fun.
I was gonna
It's
say,
a fun
after
movie.
seeing what we saw with Terrifier, this movie seems not gory, right? But it is a rated R movie that has gore in it.
So it's gory, but not in the same way. The Terrifier movies are more gory in like a savagery way, like
This
it,
felt
like
Oh
like
yes.
demented way.
This felt like I
Yes.
was watching a Barney episode compared to Terrifier.
Oh yes. Let me tell you, I had a lot of happiness when Chris Hemsworth hit that fucking invisible wall.
Tell me that's not like the
Oh.
most like.
And then his little speech right before for then that
I
to just
loved
be,
it. I loved it so much.
And the best part about it is
He would
you're
have made it.
well. Not only that, but you're thinking,
Probably.
okay, this movie's a cookie cutter, whatever. They're just the jock's gonna jump over the
No.
thing, and he's gonna save the day or whatever. Even if he got if he jumped over, made it, and then another zombie just killed him,
Yeah.
you would have been like, all right. But no one
Just
saw
let him smack
just
it.
a
What I
giant
love about that
fucking invisible
is
wall.
until that happened, I bet you forgot that the bird hit it earlier
No,
in the movie.
not at all. Not at all. That's the first thing I thought about
You
when it was
did?
happening.
You thought of
yeah.
it right before
I
he
was
did
like,
it?
he's going to hit a fucking invisible barrier right now. My suspense
Good
came
douche.
from that. I was thinking that he was not going to end up doing it. I thought he was going to second guess himself and it
Okay.
would not happen. But when he wound up
Splat.
and he just splatted it and then he dinked feet to head
Yep.
at least 7 to 10 times on the
Yeah,
way down.
you could see it.
I
It,
was like in my office going, tink.
I
tink,
also love
tink.
that then
he did.
they followed it right up with Jesse Williams also giving a little speech in the thing, and then also
Yeah.
like
It was
same
good.
thing back to
I
back.
liked it. I like it.
I like a movie that keeps you guessing,
Mhm.
right? This is
Yeah.
Especially flips.
well, not only
It
that,
flips everything.
but taking a tried and true horror type genre movie, and then saying, okay, let's do the same thing.
What else? Yeah.
But how can we make it different behind the scenes, almost, right? Like,
100%.
and to me, they do it in such a good way and such a way that makes your curiosity go, wait a second, okay. Because this is my brain. My brain goes, what if they're saying that every single movie that we've ever seen is this? And that's
Choreographed,
why
yeah.
they're the dumb blonde and the jock and all this stuff. And every one of those movies was literally them doing this same thing, right?
They were literally. It was the
test.
It was the recipe.
Right, exactly.
It was the recipe of a horror movie.
I like how
Right.
they presented it as two different stories that are supposed to meet up.
Right.
And it's the dudes in control, and then it's the horror aspect, but they're entirely different. One of them's very stereotypical, and the other one, you're kind of just curious, but it's funny.
Well, at the same
And
time,
they
you're
force
like,
those to fucking go bloop
Yeah.
at one point or another, and you're like, oh, this is great.
well, you're like sitting there, and I remember, like, obviously when the high guy, what the fuck, the pothead, like, was like, oh my God, I'm on a whatever TV show. That's what I was thinking the whole
Marty?
time. Yeah, I think that was his
The guy
name.
reminds me of Joe, the boy I put in the chat.
He was the
Yep.
fool.
Yeah,
Yeah, but not the fool.
right.
Mhm.
But again, like, I
I
thought,
may play the fool at times.
I thought the first time I saw this movie, it was like, okay, yeah, they're doing this for whatever, and it's going to be a TV show, and whatever. But then when like the reveal happens, you're like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It goes so much further than you thought it was going to. Like,
But still has the same cliches and everything, and obviously calling it the cabin in the woods.
Did anyone see the tongue jiggle on that part?
Oh yeah, she was in it.
Like she was making out and the tongue jiggled, and then she looked back like she was impressed. Do you think they were all pheromoned out during that part?
So that's what I was just going to say
Because
about
I don't
that.
think they
is
showed that for that
she
part.
was not a dumb person, and she was not that like horror type person, right? But they had to make her into that, so you put those pheromones in there, or they
yeah,
put
because she was
something in her
definitely
hair dye or whatever.
she was
and
definitely not as like
floozy.
booky as the other ones, but she wasn't. I mean, she didn't seem. She was flirty, maybe, but she didn't seem like.
Exactly, and just
That-
like
Yeah,
Just
like
stereotypical.
again, the pothead guy said, he's like about Chris Hemsworth's character, like, yo, when have you known
He's
him
a
to be
scholar.
a jock?
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. Like, he's going to school for.
He
you know.
literally, like, he may be a jock by definition, but he was advising her what books and stuff to read
Right.
in her like physics
Yeah.
class or whatever the fuck she was doing.
And now he's being a bro. Like,
Yep.
something's up here. Like, yeah, I like it.
He had a couple good clotheslines in this too.
Dude,
He
he decks that
clotheslined
little
the
girl.
That little girl, oh my
Yeah,
god, when he
fucking-
just as he's running,
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, what would
you got that
do?
weight behind you.
No,
Go
he's
for it, man.
He's twice her height,
Oh, yeah.
at least. So
I still think I could take him.
I'll take him.
Yeah, you would. Jesus Christ. All right, the plot
Even now,
of this movie.
even right now.
Right now.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Simmer down. The plot of Cabin in the Woods. A group of kids go to a remote cabin in the woods where their fate is unknowingly controlled by technicians as part of a worldwide conspiracy where all horror movie cliches are revealed to be part of an elaborate sacrificial ritual.
Cool. That's it.
Yeah. And then them betting on like which monster was going to get let out is so wild to me.
Yeah.
I would
I thought
like
that was cool.
I would
I thought
like
that
to
idea
have
was cool.
seen a little bit more because even watching it this time, I don't feel like it touched much on it. Of
Like the company or who
no,
did
how
that,
how they
government,
pitched
whatever
those
it was.
people because they knew they were, you know what I mean? Like they were already predetermined. That group that they were following that they were sending to that
the
cabin.
people that were sent to the cabin.
Yes,
That's what you're saying, Gary.
I would have liked to see a little bit more background on
Probably
like
had to meet like a certain
how that
equation,
happened.
right? Because they were pointing
they
out like
needed 5
needs a
people
nerd,
and they
need a
needed
virgin.
specific type of
Yeah.
people.
And they need them to go to this cabin.
yeah, so they
Right?
probably
And they
scoped
said it
out.
was your
But-
cousin's cabin.
Not everywhere was like that because the
Which is weird
Japanese
too, right?
was
Exactly.
a classroom full of schoolgirls.
Right, but that could have been, that's what they always try to do, right, is a school. And
But that's what I'm saying. So clearly not the same recipe for everybody or same rules for everybody.
well, I'm sure different countries or different parts of the world that were having to do this as well have different ways of luring people in, and this is just America's way, I guess.
Because
Is,
it
hey, we got this
also-
cabin in the
one
woods.
of the handful of
Yeah.
what they ran into downstairs, right? Stereotypes they ran into.
Merman.
Yeah.
That thing was gross once you finally saw it. Though.
Hilarious.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I knew it
He's
was
like,
coming.
Oh, really?
But like I've seen it before too. But I was like, really, this is the merman?
Well, I like
It's
how he's just
gross.
like, trust me, you don't want a merman. There's always a lot of cleanup afterwards.
And then his blood out the blowhole
Oh, yeah.
while he's eating him.
that's
So
yeah.
that is the dad from Step Brothers. That's what his job is.
Mhm.
His actual job.
Yeah.
Real
So
life job.
his
So when he leaves every day with his glasses and his little
Yep.
pocket
Down.
protector.
no power tools. No power tools.
That's where he's going.
What?
That's why he's so
What?
fucking
What?
stressed
Exactly,
out.
right?
Oh, okay, we're done anyways.
I just see
Why'd
them.
you let us do
Yeah,
that?
right. I
It was
just see
such
him
a bad idea.
jumping on top of it and just.
What does he sing when he jumps onto the fucking bed?
This is how
yes.
we do it.
Da, 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 da,
Yeah,
boom.
he's underneath doing that, like
Yeah.
You
dancing
see that
to it.
signature right there? It's a pretty recognizable signature. Randy Jackson from American Idol. Like
Perfect.
I had
From-
to,
You were like a combination of Fergie and Jesus.
I just want to go on top of a mountain and scream, "I love my best friend." Different movie, but
John
still same thing.
Stamos!
Yeah.
Did
Where
we
to-
just become best friends?
well, maybe where to watch this guy? It's on Peacock. If you have a subscription, I was gonna say free, but it's not free on Peacock. To rent though, Amazon, YouTube, Google Play, and Apple TV.
Weird question because sometimes I don't know. Some of them sometimes they say with subscription, but
Premiere
that's technically
subscription.
still free though because you can't use Peacock unless you're signed up for Peacock.
Yeah, but you're paying for a subscription, so it's not free.
Well, what I mean is
So like there's like, you know what Tubi is? Tubi is free to download to make an account. You don't have to pay for it, and there's stuff on there for you to watch. You just watch ads with it. So it's free.
What I mean is, though, is like, for example, with Hulu, like you pay for Hulu too, but there are still some things you can't watch unless you have one of the extra
Well,
subscriptions.
that would be an add-on because you can also get Showtime or HBO or whatever by itself on anything
So for
else. But you can
most
add
of the
that
stuff-
to ABC. Yeah.
that we talk about. None of them are really free because you're paying monthly for most of these things.
Unless you're watching it on a Tubi or a Free V, because that's a thing, or a Fandango at home or something like that, where it is free. It's on there.
Or you own it.
Then no. Or you own it, which still isn't free because you had to pay for it at one time, depending.
What a weird thing to police. That's
I mean,
a
not
weird.
really when you think about it.
It is weird. It is weird because it's like I bought this. It's the same with the video game and the piracy shit. It's all following along the same lines, right?
Yeah, yeah. If I bought something one time, right, does that now make it okay for me to own it digitally?
As many times
Right.
on whatever I want.
Or can I take it from that disc or however I bought it
Yeah.
and rip it onto my computer so then
Yeah.
I have that to do whatever I want? Also, remember when digital, or not the digital,
Got them going.
what was it called? You would buy it and it would come with a digital copy, remember?
Yep.
And then it would say on there that digital copy is only good for like a couple years because you only had a couple years to download it. Well, there's fine print in there that I think a couple companies got caught with where you can't say to them, hey, they purchased this, so they own this CD. You can't make it digitally only available for a certain period of time because they own it.
It's a weird concept.
Right. So you have to make it always they can get it. And obviously now you can't. So
Yeah, that's the media, the service,
mm-hmm.
the service stuff where they discontinue games when they're
Mhm.
all done and then you can't play
Right,
them
right.
anymore. Instead
Which-
of making them available to public.
Well, not only that,
individuals
but
to
like a
run
lot
or
of those
serve.
games that like were really good that are online only.
Yeah.
Yes, you're signing up by saying I accept and all that other shit, but then they go,
I don't think I'm a fan of as a service.
No.
Stuff.
No.
I don't like it.
I want there to be a game,
Tangible.
and then we have a multiplayer aspect.
Tangible
as well.
movie. Tangible buy.
Tangible.
Tangible download. Give me a
Tangible
thumb
anything.
drive.
Give me something. I want to own. I'm still a physical media guy. I own it. I have it. It's in my possession. Right. Video games especially because I don't like the whole. Yeah, I own a license.
But it doesn't
to
even matter now because you got to buy it and you still got to register everything online for you to download all the shit.
True, but
It sucks.
yeah, when push comes to shove, you still
Okay.
have it to say, hey, I own this. I have the
Yeah.
physical disc, so you can't take it from me when they come and say, well, too fucking bad.
I will say what sucks is I wanted to play my Jurassic Park game yesterday, but our internet was shoddy. And if I
You can't
owned
play it
yeah,
without the
if I
internet.
had the disc,
Mhm.
an actual game, then I could play it.
Another thing that pisses me off is Grand Theft Auto 5 came out for PS3 when you
Long
did
time
not
ago.
need an internet connection to play it. You just plugged it in or
Mhm.
put it in, did the thing, load it,
Plug it in.
do whatever you got to do. On the Steam Deck or PC, you need to have an internet connection to play that game.
Not a fan.
Why? There is a way to change it. If you change it to boot to story mode only instead of booting to the option of going online
Yeah.
or story mode, there's a way to circumvent that for like 3 months or something. But then you still have to sign in 3 months to the Rockstar account and like make sure it's your game. I bought it. It's mine. Like, why do I need to fucking reaffirm to you that it's mine?
Yeah, this is going to go the distance here soon. I'm pretty sure.
Guys, I found
He's going
new
the distant. New songs by Cake.
Going for speed.
parks / challenges that I could do on the Jurassic
He's all
game that I
alone?
didn't know.
All alone.
So like trophies, you mean?
No, like new. So I guess they would call them levels, but there's essentially new location, new parks,
okay,
like
I get
new
you.
ways to do the challenges. Like before, I thought you just did the challenges that they gave you. You can do a custom challenge,
I got
like pick your own park, pick the level of difficulty, pick like the different things and stuff about it. And I was like, oh my god,
We got to open up more video games, Tara. We got to get you playing more.
I know Carrick always says that too, but I just really like. He's like, this one is so similar to the Jurassic World game. Try this one. And I said, are there dinosaurs in it? And he goes, no. And I said, then it's not the same.
We can get dinosaurs. Dinosaurs aren't the issue. You just gotta
Dino
find
Crisis.
some. Oh, yeah. You like shooting dinosaurs or you just like being a dinosaur?
No.
Okay, I'm asking.
Okay, yeah, we need to know.
Steve, I'm just making sure to ask because Steve just picked something that is the exact opposite.
Turok. You want to play Turok?
What's that?
Kill dinosaurs.
I don't want to kill any dinosaurs. I'll kill people.
Okay. What was that expansion for Far Cry? It was like something dragon. You remember it was like all like
Oh,
cyberpunk?
yeah, the saber tooth. Oh, no. I don't know what you're talking about. Whoa. Maybe.
It was like purple and.
I got
whatever.
the pet expansion pack for Sims back when I used to play Sims,
Yeah.
and my dog ran away.
What'd you do to it?
You'd probably
I
like a
enjoyed
lot
it
of
too.
those like Animal Crossings and a lot of those sim-oriented. Animal Crossing is a good one.
I wish that Zoo Tycoon had more of the vibe of the Jurassic, because the Jurassic World game is similar to like your Sims or Zoo Tycoon or whatever, except that you are doing everything.
Yeah.
Zoo Tycoon, you literally pick the habitat, just
that's
plops the
it.
habitat down,
Yeah.
and then like you know, I like that the Jurassic World is every little piece of it,
Every little.
and you're
piece.
getting challenges and stuff. In Zoo Tycoon, you're not really getting like, you're just kind of building the zoo and hoping it succeeds.
Does it?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm playing.
I know what I'm
Like,
doing.
Even though I hate it, I'm good at it.
I also try, like, every time I do a different park in Jurassic World, I try to do different dinosaurs so that my parks aren't always the same. You know,
Nice.
Real quick, most important question there is in life.
Triceratops.
Okay, she knows. What's your favorite dinosaur?
Ooh, Friar Tuck.
So like, when it connects, yeah. I can't remember.
I'm not sure to be honest.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about it.
It's a Packy.
Packy, the one with the thing on the head. Yeah,
What about
Oh.
a Combi or whatever the little green ones?
Yeah.
How do you enunciate it?
it's a long.
It's a
game.
compy, but it's a
long
longer
word,
one.
yeah.
It's
I like
like
it.
Compagosaurus or
Something,
something.
yeah.
It's like a pocket source.
I hate to say this. It's got to be the fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex, man. I mean, it's just
It's easy.
it's easy, I know, but
I
like
actually also really like the Baryonyx,
Mhm.
which is the one that kind of follows her in the
Mhm.
thing in the second Jurassic World movie. But I like that they're fish eaters. They don't eat meat, and they're not like prey driven. They eat fish. Like,
I take it back. The Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3 was awesome.
Pretty
Dinosaurs
fucking
was
dope,
it.
right?
They dropped the ball with the movie, but that Spinosaurus, man.
What's the one that had the fucking big old mallet for a tail and that thought it had two brains for the longest time?
Yeah, I know what you're
One the
talking
head
about.
and one the tail. That was pretty interesting. I remember that, but I can't remember the name.
it's an Ankylosaurus.
Sure.
Ankle?
A-N-K
Ankylosaurus.
something. But
Ankle
it's,
sore.
but it's what's crazy is you don't realize how many dinosaurs there really were because
Oh, there's a lot.
like there's the Triceratops, but a Triceratops is a Sarah something is the type of dinosaur it is, and the Triceratops is the most well known. But then there's all these other ones that also had like the horns and stuff, but they weren't Triceratops. They were like other
Well, think of
things that are the same.
Think of a monkey, right? How many different monkeys? Are
Exactly. That's what I'm like. You think, oh, chimpanzee,
there? Right.
but then there's
Do you think you
all
could take a
these
chimp?
other.
Fully grown chimpanzee.
There's no way, right? I don't think I could.
gotta
You end up
outsmart
looking
it.
like the girl from Terrifier.
Right. No,
Yeah,
you,
your face is gone.
you're either outsmarting it or getting fucked up. But you're coming out on top. But you're not
Yeah.
getting out unscathed.
It's
Dude, they
it's a weird
literally eat people.
concept.
They like can rip
Mhm.
Yeah.
people's fingers
Mhm.
off, and
I can rip its fingers off.
no, probably not. I feel like.
I think I get one good fucking left hook, maybe right hook, and then I'd be dead. I'd be gone.
Distraction.
Dude, in the
baby.
second, wait, did you
But they're,
watch
like,
the other
clawing
two
your
Terrifiers
face.
before you saw 3?
I
He didn't,
know,
he
I-
didn't even see the second one.
I went-
So
so,
you just
two,
raw dogged 3?
no, you went 1-3.
I raw dogged 1. No, yeah. I raw dogged 1. And then skipped 2, went to 3. The very beginning of the movie, I was like, Steve, is this what happened? He's like, yes.
No, 2 would have at least been a stepping stone to 3.
I
for
don't
you.
know if anything could have prepped me for any of those movies.
I'm not
at
saying
any
it would have
time.
prepped you, but I'm saying is 2 was more than 1, so it would have been at least a little bit of a gradual.
These
like-
movies were not scary.
no, they're
Let
not
me
scary.
just
They're
get that out of the way.
gory.
Nothing scary about these movies. These movies were just
I wasn't even
fucking
grossed out by either of the first 2.
gore. It's just gore, senseless gore. Is all it really was. An excuse for
I will say
senseless gore.
the most diabolical and petty thing that he did was that one girl in the second one, which you won't get this, but the second one when he's like ripping all the stuff up, and then he pours the vinegar and the salt on her, like with all her open wounds. That's the pettiest shit he did in all 3 and all of.
I'm gonna
well,
tell you the part
'cause
that's
that's fucked.
stuck with me, Steve, and this is weird. I don't know if it's something to do with my psyche. The
It's
the
from the
part
third
that
one?
stuck with me out of all these is the third one, where both. I'm not gonna give anything away if you're gonna watch this, but where she keeps getting slapped in the back of the head. That
That's
for
why
me,
I just did that. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I can't not get.
So
It was such a tone deaf thing for the movie. Maybe I don't know.
without telling me too much, have you mentioned anything related to the quote unquote shower scene
No, that's
in
not
your
even
texts or anything?
That's not even the most fucked up part of the movie.
Okay, because I keep seeing people react to the shower scene. And I don't know what the shower scene is, but the stuff that you guys have mentioned to me doesn't seem
No,
like it would
that-
happen in a shower. So
It's not the worst, but it's definitely one that can make you tweak out. Like I tweaked out with the vagina part in the
In the
first
first one.
one.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That made me tweak a little bit. I told you guys that.
Yeah.
I got a little weird, a little uncomfortable. That same kind of tweaking also
with whatever
happened.
the shower scene.
Yeah, that can make you tweak out a little bit.
Again,
And it's the same girl in the second one,
Mhm.
right? It's
Yeah.
kind of like a.
it's literally the
continuation.
continuation of the story. It's 5 years later.
Okay.
Well, there's something that happens, and then it says 5 years later. But whatever, doesn't matter. I think my review through text message
Yeah,
holds up.
was the
There's so much fucked up shit that happens in that movie
that
that you
once you
forget
think
about.
it's done.
No, you forget
other
about the fucked up
stuff.
shit because there's more fucked up shit that happens. Wild. Anyways, we're here to talk about
Oh yeah.
Cabin in the Woods.
Also some fucked up shit.
I mean, yeah, you're right. This is written
It's diabolical.
This is written by Joss Whedon and Drew Goddard, but directed by Drew Goddard. Does Joss Whedon sound familiar to anybody?
The name sounds familiar, but maybe it's because his last name's a popular one.
So he
Maybe we're
made
just missing Josh.
maybe he directed and made the Buffy the Vampire series, the TV
The
series.
series.
He also directed the first Avengers movie. He's done a lot of big stuff.
But he didn't direct this one.
He wrote it with
Just
Drew
wrote it.
Goddard, and then Drew Goddard directed it. But it was his idea for most of everything. The problem is he was canceled during the Me Too kind of movement.
Oh,
But not shame, because he was a piece of shit. Using his power to do things. Anyways, rated R for strong, bloody horror violence and gore, language, drug use, and some sexuality and nudity. Again, strong, bloody horror violence and gore for this movie after watching what I've seen with 8-year-olds in the movie theater.
That's crazy.
I can't believe.
Yeah,
Again,
that's fucking
Terrifier 3. I can't believe people at the movie theater were like, "Hey,
It'll probably be fine.
it's not going to be good for your 8-year-old child, to, regardless what you think."
I have my suspicions with this, right? Because no one that watches, I say no one, but very, very few people that actually know what this movie probably was about
Yeah,
would ever actually choose to go see it with teenagers and kids.
I think you're right.
I think this was a show up at the movie theater. This is a popular movie, looks scary, maybe Halloweenish. And they walked in, and I think they were just like, what the fuck? Because I do believe I saw 3 or 4 teenagers
Like leave.
walk out,
Yeah.
a couple come back. I saw one throw up,
Yeah.
and then the other few come back. So it was a
hold on.
little.
Let's say
It's a
this.
benefit of
hold
the
on.
doubt moment, but I believe in that benefit
This
of the
was
doubt.
this was the only movie where multiple times throughout the entire run. I'm not talking like, oh, there's people showing up late because they're getting popcorn or whatever, or that guy's got to go to the bathroom. I mean, through the entirety of this movie, the whole crowd was moving, i.e., people were leaving, coming in the entire time.
Yeah, it was weird.
There was not a single like
What about
5-minute span where there was everybody sitting down.
What about that dude that just kept cracking open the cold ones?
Dude, there
Down
was
in the
some,
row
there was
before
some
us.
guy, and like I heard it,
Just
like I heard him go
pocket
like,
beers.
dude, like the old, and I was like,
the coffin fart.
down here, yeah, and one was fine, right? But it kept happening. Like I was
How
like,
many
where,
did he have?
where is he
I
getting
heard
these from?
3 collectively. It could have been more than that though, because I was watching the movie.
Right, and
Was he by himself?
I think he was with his
I
girlfriend.
think it was with his girl,
Because
but
she has a purse.
oh yeah, but it was just weird because I'm like, I'm in the movie and I'm like,
You hear,
I swear I heard that, and then again I hear another one.
And Steve's like, you hear that? And I'm like, what? And he's like,
Maybe
that guy
they
down
were
there.
sodas, guys.
Could be.
You
but
don't
you don't-
slug,
Yeah,
slam
you
them
don't
sodas
hit
that fast.
3 sodas. Well, most people don't hit 3 sodas.
I need my Dr.
His
Pepper.
popcorn was really salty.
Could be. Who knows?
Could
Speaking
be,
of,
could
Josh
be.
got popcorn with no drink.
What?
I looked at him and was like, you can get a drink? He's like, no, I'm good.
He's also the one that made us go watch that.
Are you sure he wasn't the one that?
Dude, because I asked him, I was like, you're not going to get a drink? He's like, no, I'm fine.
He
I
also
like,
just-
I like popcorn.
Had no issue with everything.
You're right.
Just polished popcorn.
I did
and
hear him
watch the-
breathing heavy at one point. There was a point where he was like,
Dude, even me, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Oh.
I was like, is he sleeping? I looked over. He was locked in. And I was like, all right.
Dude,
cool.
thank God we had this movie too. I don't think I could have finished off a Halloween or made it this far in October
Ugh.
without having something a little bit
I'll say it
palate
again. I
cleansing.
know we keep staying on this, but I'm a very big, like, I like gore. I like seeing special effects. I like seeing fucked up shit happen. Tara, this movie was too much for me.
Just go watch it. You should go watch it.
I've
I will.
watched live beheadings on the internet, real shit from back in the day, like the live leak
Faces
videos.
of Death.
Faces of Death. I've watched all that and never like once felt, "Ugh," you know what I mean?
I can't do it.
I was like, wow, yeah, this is too much, man.
Yeah, see, I remember my buddy Corey going, "Hey, you should see these videos, Faces of Death." I'm like, okay. I'm like the most like innocent.
I was like, yeah,
Young
watch anything.
man.
Go
I'm
Faces of Death. Be cool. What
He
do,
shows it to
Daredevil
me,
shit?
and I'm just like staring into the abyss for like 4 days as you see my background behind me change. School bus, school. I'm just staring off into nowhere. It was the
I
worst,
used
man.
to look up really weird shit when I was like, probably like
Go
late
ahead.
high school,
Keep
college.
going,
that's,
Tara.
not, that's not serial killer
What,
shit.
Just
what weird
like-
shit? Go ahead.
Just no, I don't know what it was. It was just like
Go on,
weird
I'm interested.
shit. Like you know,
Go ahead. Come on.
what would someone after a bear attack look like? What would someone after
Kind of the same thing.
being lit on fire look like? What would someone who shot themselves in the face with a shotgun look like? Like
We've all
pictures and
seen
stuff
that
like
picture of the dude who took the fucking slugs to the chest. I mean, everybody's seen that picture, right?
Maybe.
Maybe it was like in the 90s where like what was like the
I've
I
looked
never-
up, I've
I
looked
never
up like
had interest
like
in any of those things.
gangrene stuff, shit like that.
That always wakes me out. Like
Yeah.
bodies decaying and that stuff. I've never been I don't mind gory movies, but I've never been one to go have the like, ooh, I wonder what that looks like.
right.
No, so
I've never been that guy.
I don't know why. And it wasn't all the time. It was like maybe it was like a bored at work type of thing. Is how it started, and then it just was like.
I don't know
else?
what to do. Let's
I
look
think
up
his
What's,
is the
fucked
what
up
same.
else?
shit.
I
What
think his is
else?
the same,
What's the
right?
craziest thing that I could look up? Like I just like,
And then you got to keep going because you've just seen
Yeah.
the most fucked up shit you ever seen.
And
You're
I-
like, "There's gotta be more
and I
fucked up
just-
shit."
so gore has never bothered me.
Me either. And then I watched this movie, Tara, and I'm looking around like, this is too much, man. Like,
She's like looking at
fucking
kids in the
stop.
front. Like, what the fuck?
I've never had a conscience for a child seeing something before. Like, that's not me to be like, yo, your kid shouldn't be here.
Could you see,
I'm literally
could
like,
you
why
see,
is
was
there
the kid
so
in
many
there the whole
kids
time?
here? Yeah.
yeah, there's
Could
two.
you see
Multiple.
any of them? Were they like hiding their eyes? Were they looking away?
I
or
couldn't
were
see
they
what
just
they were
like in
doing,
it?
but they were down there.
I could not look away from the screen during certain
Okay,
points. So I
okay.
wasn't like, how's that kid looking at this? Oh my God.
I've seen certain videos of people like couples or whatever, like on TikTok or whatever, where like
Dude, it's a lot.
where like the one, you know, the girl is like doing this, and the guy is like can't take his eyes off type of thing, and like so that seems to be a lot of those different reactions. Or some people are like, I can't look away. Some people are like, oh, I can't look.
I know what
Yeah,
you're
it
going to
took
do
me
in
every
Denver,
bit of me to look at the screen.
Colorado.
I'm not gonna see it.
Take your parents.
No,
Got a
No.
great date idea for us. Let's go see
no. But
Terrifier.
also, I'm gonna go see it with my friend who lives here. So we'll
But
see
I
it
gotta
when
wait
get back.
another 8 days or more for that to happen.
Yeah, you
I don't like that.
If it's still in theaters.
She wants to see Smile too, so maybe we'll make a day of it.
Oh my God.
Maybe we'll do back to back.
I'd
with some
watch
dinner.
Smile 2 first.
We might need a
No.
palate cleanser.
Do Terrifier exactly. Do
Yeah,
Terrifier
I'm thinking
first.
Terrifier first, and then
No, because
Smile
then
too.
you won't be able to watch Smile 2 because
Yeah,
all you're going to be
I will.
thinking about is that movie. Trust
No,
me.
it'll be fine. Also, as strong
You
as
might
those
have a
drinks
point.
are at the theater, I'll be fine.
They heavy-handed there.
Yeah. No, none of you got the drink I recommended.
Look,
Nope.
I just
didn't
came
even
back from
remember if I'm
vacation,
being honest.
trying
If
not
I would
to
remember, I
spend
would have
money.
got it.
oh,
But I am
The-
also every time I go to the movie theater, it's the same thing.
gotta get the slush.
I get the slushy.
Carrick does that too. Do you mix?
It all depends on my mood. I'm
Yeah.
a moody guy when it comes to my
He
Slurpees.
mixes a lot, I feel like.
I don't do Coke
I'm
Slurpees.
I'm
though,
not a
unless it's the
slushy
last
person.
option.
I don't really like I like
nothing
I'll
better.
do a milkshake, but I'm not a smoothie or slushy person.
Until you have one that you're like, where have you been my whole life?
Oh, it's not like I don't like the flavors and stuff like that. It's the ice,
Oh, no,
icy
it's all.
thing.
Disney.
I'm not like
They had a Powerade slushy. At first, I'm like, never heard of this. I've never even thought of like a Gatorade Powerade slushy. I gotta have it. It's hot as fuck out. One of the best slushies I've
What
ever had in my
flavor?
life. Blue.
the blue Powerade.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah.
It's a mood for me, man. Blue or red. It all depends. Because I went to go see Twister when it came out with Sarah on date night. And I was like, I'm craving a
Plasters.
red Slurpee. I think it's
Blood. What?
I think it's movie dependent.
Okay, makes sense.
Because we went and
Red
saw
like
this one.
cherry. It's like
Yeah,
cherry.
we got cherries, didn't
Yeah,
we?
this time.
Oh no, we
around-
did the blues. We did
Yeah.
the blues. Yeah. 'Cause
I
got
think
blue,
Carrick
too.
a lot of time will do the cherry slushy with the Coca-Cola slushy. Make like a cherry Coke slushy.
Wally's gonna do his best impression of the guy in front of us in Terrifier.
Which one?
The guy was cracking the beers.
Oh.
He was like,
I don't have any fingernails. I got thick skin on this hand, so we're good. I got guitar fingers.
there you go. Anyways, Cabin in the Woods is starring.
Is that worse than Terrifier?
That makes me.
Happens a lot during the movie. Kristen Connolly as Dana the Virgin.
Oh.
Chris Hemsworth as Kurt the athlete. Anna Hutchinson as Jules the whore.
To you
That's
and
right.
your whore.
Franz
Like Jesus
Kranz.
Christ, dude.
This guy's name is Fran Kranz
Oh, Franny Cran.
as Marty the fool. Jesse Williams as Holden the scholar.
Oh, it is Marty. Okay.
Richard Jenkins as Gary, Bradley Whitford as Steve, and Sigourney Weaver as the director. Can we just please talk
Sigourney
about
Weaver?
how she is
Yeah,
just...
oh, Sigourney Weaver.
I didn't know that.
You watched it.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh my god.
But again,
Sorry.
for her to be the end boss in this movie, and then have you ever seen the movie Paul?
Yes.
She's like the same character.
Yeah.
I just love that.
Paul, the alien one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. With
Oh my god.
Change Up.
Get it together, guys. Because I have no idea what you're talking about.
How is my brain?
Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't like that. Fucking
Who are we looking for right now?
the guy who's just like, you're racing a Prius. Yeah, I don't win a lot.
Oh, you're talking about the dude that's like, he's like, they couldn't get him. It was over in national waters.
Yeah.
The guy. He was a Marine.
No.
Wasn't
no,
he?
we're not talking to him.
Mm-mm.
Anyways, talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna find.
Is he
out.
one of the Waynes brothers?
This is gonna piss everybody off when we like. Who's this fucking guy?
I guess I did understand it was her voice coming through the intercom. I did that, but I didn't
Well, then you
register
actually,
it at all
but
later
then
at the end of the
you
movie.
see her.
Yeah, I didn't register it at all for whatever reason.
How is he not even
There's no
listed
Dana, only Zool. Which is funny because there is a Dana in this movie.
Jason Bateman? We're idiots.
Oh my God!
We're idiots.
Have you seen
do
the
we
trailer
remember?
for his Netflix movie that's coming out? I think it's Netflix.
I have not.
Where he's the bad guy.
Oh, good.
And I'm like, ooh, Jason is a baddie. I kind of like this.
Yeah,
Baddie
Horrible
Bateman?
Bosses?
Ah!
Jason Bateman.
That's what I'm saying.
Baddie
That-
Bateman?
That was the scene that I said from.
I thought you
Recent
quoted other
Breeze.
guys.
No.
Daddy
That's
Bateman?
my bad.
Baddie
Called
Bateman?
subscription. Can't do it. All right, runtime 95 minutes. I kind of like that. This is
Taron
tight.
Egerton is in it as well.
Yes, you're right.
Hour 35, Todd.
Love
I like how it's a tight
Is that right?
Taron Egerton.
Taron
Egerton.
Egerton. Is it Taron?
I don't
Or
know. Can we talk about a movie that he's in that is one of the best movies I've ever
yes,
seen?
and then we should definitely talk about this movie.
Hold on. And the ending scene literally ruins the whole movie.
Which movie?
Kingsman.
Looking it up.
The first one?
What part?
Yes.
What part ends it? Because it's just
When it
shitty.
zooms in on that girl's ass, the prime minister, when she's just like, "Oh, you can,
You can put it anywhere. Yeah.
right."
You can put it in my ass if you rescue me or whatever.
Yeah.
Did I fucking
Technically,
cancel this
that's
out of
not
my
the end.
memory?
When they zoom in on her ass,
That's
it
not
is.
the end.
I mean, yeah.
Isn't the end when he's at the bar and he runs into those guys and he does the same manners maketh man? Isn't that technically the
It's
end?
still the end of the movie. It's just
But
it threw me out of the whole movie because it's like it was so cool up until that point.
I love that
And I'm
movie.
just like,
Is it the dinner scene?
No, it's the end
No.
end of the movie when he's like trying to
I typed
rescue
in
her.
ass zoom Kingsman.
Meeting the Parents, Kingsman, the Golden Circle. Also, that's not the right one.
Getting nasty. What the fuck?
Getting nasty.
All right, I'm not finding
Dude,
this.
Kingsman ending. No, like keep okay.
Kingsman's
ass.
ass ending.
Ass is
Kingsman ass ending. We do the important things here on the decision reel.
Yeah, we do.
Kingsman Secret Service horny princess. That would make sense for your guys' statement.
Okay, so that does show. Okay, maybe click on this because maybe it'll show both parts. Because she says if
I don't
want
want to watch the whole thing.
Okay,
on,
that's
when
what I'm
we're-
saying. Skip a little bit.
I don't just
Okay,
we're-
skip. Yep, here you go.
right here.
Yeah.
Right
Okay.
here.
Yep. Okay, just keep watching.
Whoa!
Oh, they blurred it out a little bit, but yeah.
Excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me? Why did I remember that? I watched that whole fucking movie. I thought
That's what I'm saying. It's so out of left field and it kills the mood for me. Like, hey, good, that's a nice looking
I
butt.
kind
And
of like
she's
the
back in
idea
the,
of
she's
doing
back
it.
in the Golden Circle one.
But she's like the prime minister, right? Or
I
whatever.
thought
She's
you
the
said
prime
she's
minister.
packing
She's
the
not
Golden
prime
Circle.
minister. I think she's something.
She's something important.
But she's like the daughter of someone, or she's like just like coming into like that whatever role, I think, or something. But yeah.
Okay, you were coming into.
Packing the Golden Circle.
was
coming
Tara,
after her.
I could swear to God you said she was packing the Golden Circle.
That's something. I don't know.
She was back in the Golden Circle.
I know now.
All right. So, anyways, yes. Cabin in the Woods release date. Anyone just want to take a guess? The month this was released in.
No idea. When did this come out? I have no idea.
That's what
I
I'm
don't know
asking.
how to put, I don't even know where to put this. Chris Hemsworth looks like a little younger, so maybe
I'm not talking the year. I'm talking the month. What year? What month do you think that this was released in?
Oh, you're
Based on
asking
the
me
way
that
that
'cause
you're
you're
saying it,
saying
I
it,
feel like
yeah.
it's not October.
March 7th.
Okay. Good guess.
June.
April 13th.
Oh my God, I almost said April. Why did I
surrounded.
change
It
it to
was
June?
2012.
I was going to say 2012, though.
Why?
Really? Hold on. There was no big butts in this movie. I pinged this being earlier. I was thinking 2006, 2007. I thought this was earlier.
No.
You know,
2012.
Because of
technically,
low rise, no butts. You know me.
You're right. You're right.
We've guessed these eras.
We know the butts eras.
Yeah. So
No
that's a
butts.
little bit later than I thought it was.
No apple bottom jeans here.
you're saying because there weren't any
Boots
curvy
with the
girls.
fur. Curvy butts.
Curvy butts.
She really didn't have much of a butt. I mean,
Neither of them
She
did.
worked it fine, but she didn't have much.
Neither of them did.
Oh
Cute
my
girls, though.
God.
Like they were both cute, but yeah, no shit.
But no, that usually dates it. This movie, I thought would dated itself a little bit earlier than.
Sure. So speaking of that, the
Anyways.
box office that week, the top 10. Number 10,
2012.
Dr. Seuss's The Lorax.
A great movie.
Was that
Great
was
for
that
the
Danny
kids.
DeVito?
I don't think I watched.
Played the Lorax, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
Yeah,
watched
save the trees.
Horton.
Lorax is here for the trees.
I watched the Horton one. I didn't watch the Lorax.
Lorax is pretty good.
It's great for kids.
Horton Hears the
I have
Who
it.
was not the greatest,
And
but I
me.
liked it.
Good for kids and me.
Yeah, and me. I watch whatever I want to watch.
I would love cartoons. I watch cartoons all the time.
The only movie I don't know in this top 10, number 9, Lockout.
Lockout.
I feel like I've heard the title.
Why don't it be like a Jason Statham movie that we didn't... Jason Statham plays a guy who
Jason
gets locked out
Statham.
and fucking... Is it?
Oh no, this is like cheesy
Oh,
action.
okay.
It's got Guy Pearce.
Oh, okay.
He does a great crazy dude.
I like Guy Pearce.
Like,
Memento, maybe. Come on.
yeah. Iron Man.
Iron Man 3.
Didn't even think about it. Maggie Grace. No one else I know.
What's the plot? Does he get the plot there? Guy gets locked out of his house.
It says.
That's the
A
plot.
man-
Locked out.
A man wrongly convicted of a conspiracy to commit espionage against the U.S. is offered his freedom if he can rescue the president's daughter
Interesting.
from an outer space prison.
What?
Taken over by violent
What?
inmates. I forgot I like space.
Yeah,
That just went
changes
a whole
everything.
different thing.
That changes everything.
Dude, as soon as you said that, my brain just went, I've seen this movie.
that pause, that changed everything. That's
Holy shit.
Anyways, yeah.
Anyways, number 8, 21 Jump Street.
Oh, big one. Biggie. That's a biggie.
Put your tongue away.
Hi,
Put
Jeff.
your tongue away.
You fucked the captain's daughter.
I'm Jeff.
Well, that was the second one, but still, same.
He was in an interview recently
Finger popping
because
each
of
other's
Blink
ass.
Twice coming out, and he was saying that that's one of the things that people actually quote to him a lot is when he's high, when they're in the hallway and they're on the drugs, and he's like, "My name's Jeff."
My name's Jeff.
He said people say that to him. He said that's one of the most quotable things that like
I can
people
see
will
that.
say to him.
I can see that. I can see that.
It's funny to me because, like, Jonah Hill is a different person through his weight journey.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, him in Accepted is not the same person that's in Strange Wilderness, who is also not the same person who's in this movie, who is not the same person who's in Wolf of Wall Street. They're all different
Sure.
actors to me, but they're not. They're all Jonah Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Call that range.
I love the 21 Jump Street. I like 21
he
Jump
just
Street
has a
and
mental
22
illness.
Jump Street.
The ending of 22, where they're showing the sequels,
All of them. Yeah.
and then Seth Rogen's in it for
All
the
of-
one
yeah.
as their priests or something. Hilarious. But yeah, no, 21 Jump Street was like such a breath of fresh air. I remember it being like, oh my God, they're going to remake another reboot of a classic TV show. And then it was good.
in the second one,
The
when
mall
they
cop part in the beginning
when
when they're on
he
bikes.
makes-
so fucking good.
when he makes the connection of the captain's daughter,
Oh yeah.
and and Channing Tatum's just running around, and he's like, every time he says it is another time I'm gonna shoot you or whatever he
That's
says,
funny.
and he's just running around and he's like humping the glass,
Jonah's
like,
just sitting there the whole
and he's just sitting
Isn't-
there like,
Dakota Johnson in the first movie.
yeah, she is. She's one of the other undercover ones.
That's barely in it, which is hilarious.
Mhm.
But I think my favorite part of the first movie is when Johnny Depp takes off that fake nose and he's like, "You ever worn a
Brie
fucking
Larson,
fake
I
nose for
completely
like
forgot.
6 years?"
I completely forgot.
Yeah, she
Brie
looks
was
Yeah,
she
the-
looks
she's-
different in
mhm.
that movie. But yeah,
Yep, Dakota Johnson. Yep.
Brie Larson's also in one of my favorite movies of all time, Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Mm-hmm.
Is Envy Adams.
Yeah, the guy I thought you were talking about earlier when you were quoting that was Rob Riggle. That's
Ah,
the dude I
ooh,
thought it
and
was,
then
yeah.
okay, look at that full circle.
Couldn't prosecute him.
Yeah.
International waters.
Oh god damn it. Number 7,
Oh my god, I forgot Jake Johnson was in it too.
Mirror Mirror.
Oh.
The Disney remake thing. Is
Julia
that
Roberts?
Yes. At least that's what I'm thinking it is.
Yeah, it is.
Do you know the actual line everybody says is wrong?
Mirror
It's
Mirror
not-
on the
it's not
wall? Is that what
mirror,
you're talking
mirror
about?
on, no, it's not.
What is it?
It's magic mirror on the wall.
Another one of those fucking.
Mandelas.
Yep.
Which is weird since they named it Mirror
Fucking
Mirror.
Mandela.
They got tricked too.
If you get a chance, another good kids movie to watch that kind of does nothing but those little payoffs is called Wish.
Oh,
And it's like how all of the Disney canon kind of comes together and was made. It's good.
Have you watched the second Inside
Inside 2?
Yes.
Inside Out 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like you would love both of those if you haven't seen them
that
already.
honestly, that anxiety character.
Hilarious.
It's Tara.
But that scene where
The second movie?
yeah,
I haven't seen it.
okay.
It's good.
Oh yeah, I've seen the first one. I like the first one.
I
And
love.
I know the second one has ice hockey in it, so you know.
Yeah.
And anxiety.
Okay, well, I don't know what that
Not
is.
giving away too much. You know the premise though, right?
Mhm.
Of these movies,
Mhm.
how it's like physical interpretations.
Yeah, I've
of
seen the
all
first
your
one. I really
psyches
like the
or all
first
your
one, yeah.
whatever's.
All your emotions and stuff.
The dad one has all like the stout like the diligent cranky character.
Yeah.
And anytime it pans to the dad brain, it's a group of them.
Yeah.
Five of them. It's like, oh yeah, man, tell her what's up. Tell her what's up.
That's
it's
funny.
great. It's so
like
good.
it. Number 6, Wrath of the Titans. All right.
Yeah, I
With the
had
Avatar
a
guy.
flashback of the part of it where he's like, "Go find Riley," where
Oh,
he
no.
like leave.
Oh yeah.
That made me really.
Yeah,
sad.
Wrath of the Titans. Funny how that was like a huge
Gerard
movie.
Butler?
No, it was Sam
No.
Worthington.
Two?
You're wrong.
Are you?
Terminator
Okay.
Salvation. That guy. Avatar.
Avatar.
Yeah. The bad guy was Gerard Butler in one of those, right?
Wrath of the Titans? I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know. You're saying it really aggressively, so I'm inclined to believe you. But
I don't know. I don't know.
He's looking it up.
Or
Liam Neeson was in this.
Liam Neeson.
But the way he said
son.
it, right?
Right?
Yep. Nope. I'm not
I
right.
don't see it.
Who was the bad guy? No idea. Just some no name.
I don't know.
Guy.
I don't know.
Well, is Hades the bad guy?
Yeah, he would be. I would
Because
assume.
that's Ralph. What's his face?
Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah.
So fucking
Why would
Voldemort.
I ever go to Wikipedia to look up this shit?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh my God, so
What
weird
movie
that
am
he's
I?
Voldemort.
What movie
always
am I
forget.
thinking of? Then you two could help me out. It does have Gerard Butler, I believe, as the antagonist, but the
Law-abiding citizen.
No. It's all Greek, Roman stuff, mythology, and the good guy has an eye patch. He's the dude that played in that fucking that prison TV show.
The
What is-
good guy has an eye patch?
I'll figure it out in just a sec. You guys talk. Give me 30, 35 seconds tops. Put you guys on the spot.
The younger dude in Prison Break or the older dude in Prison
It's not
Break?
in Prison Break.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't know, I don't think.
Gerard Butler. That's not how you spell Gerard.
But he's the bad
Dude, he has a
guy?
lot of shitty movies. Gerard
Oh,
Butler
yeah.
has a fuck ton.
He's got a lot of good
Gods of
ones,
Egypt.
too,
That's what I
though.
was thinking.
I have no idea
Gods
what
of
that is.
Egypt.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the lower tier
What is
version
that guy's
of
name?
Wrath of the Titans.
What is his name?
But that was 2016.
Never would have got there because I've never heard of that movie.
I don't know. What's that guy's name? Tara,
Nikolai Coster-Waldau.
Come on.
Waldo.
See if we can find a better picture.
He's
For you.
from Game of
What's on
Thrones.
his name?
Where's it at?
Brenton Thwaites.
Oh yeah, because he's
Yeah, that
he's
guy.
Jamie Lannister.
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman was in that too. All right.
R.I.P.
Stupid brain.
Jamie Lannister.
Let's not even.
No.
We're not even going to start talking about that. Number 5.
Sister Love.
American Reunion.
That
this another one
movie
of your
gave me
pie
a lot
movies?
of anxiety.
You know what makes me have anxiety? That's the newest American Pie movie, and it came out in 2012. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, we old, man.
Yeah. Time
Dude,
is
it's
just,
great. I don't know what you
Shut
guys.
up.
It's fucking glorious.
But like when he's in that dominatrix outfit and he's just trying to help the drunk girl get home and that stresses me out so much.
Like,
because I'm like,
if you're
I
his
know he's
wife-
not doing anything wrong.
right.
And,
If
like,
you're his wife, how can you not be mad at him? But at the same time, like, he's just trying to
he's
do the right
just
thing.
trying to do the right thing.
But nice guys finish last, right? Like, but
I
that's
like
the whole.
Jason Biggs.
That's the whole character of Jim throughout every American Pie movie. Is he's just trying to do the right thing.
Do you know that OC calling thing that happens every year? The one that just happened a couple weeks in end of September. He hosted that.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. There's a emo night going on really soon in DC, being hosted by the other guy from the American Pie, the guy that was in the movie as a kid, King
Yeah,
Arthur
because
Court.
he does music.
Yeah,
too.
so he's hosting like an emo night, which is kind of
That's
cool. Yeah. Number 4, Titanic in 3D.
I wonder how much that.
What?
Why don't you cover that?
Dude, I've pulled that out at multiple shows.
Yeah, good.
Actually, and I can actually sing it. It's really hard, but I can sing it.
Who does that again? What the fuck is
Celine Dion. Don't you ever sully her name.
Put some respect.
Put some respect
Celine
on
Dion.
her name.
Celine Dion?
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
But there was recently even at
Here we get
Tara's like my heart.
demonetized. Sorry. I will say this. Not recently, maybe like a month or two ago, randomly, there's this VR application called Big Screen VR, and you can just go into like rooms of like movie theaters with other people, and they'll play whatever they want. And somebody had Titanic on in 3D. Dude, I sat there and watched like half of that movie in VR.
I bet you that'd be awesome.
It's so captivating. Like you don't there's a reason why that movie was a monster. Not just because Leo and fucking Kate and it's a big, James Cameron. It's a good fucking movie.
Oh yeah. You don't get like that with really bad
I want to say something here. The woman brought up boobies. The men in the room are talking about how good the movie is.
I like boobies.
That's fine.
Look,
I'm just saying that.
I don't actually. That's from Role Models, where that little
Steve.
boy is like, I like.
White. Then you
Some
Ben Affleck.
respect on the redhead boobies.
I just want you to paint me like one of your French
One of
girls.
your French girls.
You can have boobs. I mean.
All right, Tara, get it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We have to wait for the big part though.
It's not till the end.
Let's get
And I'm
close.
not
Let's get
gonna
close
do
to
it.
it.
I'm not gonna
We're
do
not
it.
We're not getting paid.
Didn't you not hear me talk about how scratchy my throat was today? Certainly not.
Hold on. We're like 6 seconds away. We
Yeah,
got to
it's
get to the
close.
cusp, Steve. We're not worried about getting demonetized, right, buddy?
What happens is when
We
you
won't
get
be
right before
demonetized,
it
it's
and
just
then
gonna
you
cut
pause
this whole
it.
part out.
When you get right before the build out and pause it, that's edging. That's called edging.
But if you start doing what you're doing right now, it'll be fine. The problem is YouTube will find it and then literally just.
See, you can't not.
Can't not, but this
All
whole.
right.
You're gonna say this whole part will just be muted by YouTube, but it's fine.
That's the part when people ask for a Titanic song, I actually just jump to that part and I
when
just
you
do
have
that.
to, yeah.
But there was a guy at Action when we played, and we were doing Just a Girl by No Doubt, and these group of guys came up, started dancing, and I was like, "Are you too just a girl?
Oh my
Like,
God.
are you also just a girl?" And
Oh
they
my
were just
God.
like dancing, and at the end of it, or while we were
What are some
finishing
songs
the song,
songs or themes that get you
Hang on.
guys going when you're done? I
at
wanna
the
get
end of
before I
it,
forgot.
the one guy was like, "Do the Titanic song."
Did you tell him to suck?
No, but
Suck
then he
your
walked
wiener.
away. He walked away to the other side of the building, and I went, "Sir."
It's time for your
And I-
song.
and I-
Where?
Yeah, I called him out, and I was like, first of all, don't request the Titanic song and not request it as
and put some respect on
Yeah,
it.
put some
It's called My Heart Will Go
my,
On
by Celine Dion, Madame
Celine Dion.
Dion, and I did it, and they came running from
Good,
from
they
like
better.
the other. But then every time I do that though, when I do just like a
Here,
snippet of a song that we
far,
don't play,
Wherever.
but
you
just like
are.
a snippet of a song, then all of a sudden people start yelling random things out because they want to see. I think it's a
100%.
game.
Oh, yeah.
It's a game. It's a what can we stump her?
Do the
where she
Lion King
doesn't?
song.
Or what song can we pick where like it's out of her, like out of the range? Like what won't she do? Somebody yelled Paramore after that. Somebody yelled, I think Christina Aguilera or something after that.
What's the theme that gets you guys going? What's the theme? Movie
Movie
game?
theme?
What's a
Mortal
theme?
Kombat, baby. Come on.
Like.
Mortal Kombat.
That's a good one.
But it's got to be the one from the fucking the movie,
Great
the first
one.
movie.
Live
Yeah.
action. First live action.
So good.
Yeah. That's a
So
big
good.
one.
Oh yeah, I know you're gonna go Tarzan.
I was gonna say the Jurassic Park.
Or that.
That's a fucking. I play that at our shows
It's a banger.
It's a
frequently.
good one.
I want to say something hilarious real quick. So we went on vacation.
You want me to just let
Just
it?
do it. Just let it
quick,
go.
Just quick. Just let it breathe. Just for a minute.
Fight. It's so good. It's so fucking good because it just bangs, man.
It really does. It really does. It's like EDM. Who's that guy?
How do you not just want to fucking fight somebody?
Who's that guy?
I don't know. The best guy in the world.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, what's
Go
the
ahead.
prerequisite to making that fucking song? All right, we need a song that's going to evoke every single person who listens to it from the
No.
beginning of the world to the end of the world that they want to fucking fight.
You already had your first one. That one definitely. I'd love to karate kick someone or bicycle kick someone from a distance.
Right, to just bam, bam, bam,
that song?
bam, 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 bam.
This one's not as like fucking crazy or upbeat, but I find myself walking into bathrooms sometimes, and if I hear a lot of reverb in the bathroom,
So this is the Jurassic Park song, right?
No.
Oh, what is this? Enya?
take a breath. Just take a breath, buddy. I know you weren't a big Xbox guy. That I know.
Halo.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Halo's a big one.
Okay.
You could put Halo with anything. Go take a shit,
To this.
videotape yourself, put Halo in the background, and you're gonna be like, oh,
What an epic shit.
yeah, who would have thought?
What a dump.
Oh,
I like it.
righty then. All right.
Oh,
Go ahead, Terry. Which one do you want? Jurassic Park? Is that what you want?
Righty.
Gotta fulfill
Well,
everybody.
this is
She
playing.
gets 2, though.
No, it's fine. While this is playing, I'm going to tell my story.
I
Because
didn't get 2.
You did.
you got the Titanic.
I didn't pick that.
I did it for you.
It. Anyway, so I went on vacation
yeah, but it
to
wasn't answering my question.
went on vacation 2 weeks ago, whatever. Now that's how we just had an episode.
Florida.
To Florida. We went to Universal Studios, and my favorite ride there, and has always been my favorite ride since fucking '97, is the Jurassic Park River Adventure. Right? Tiffany, my wife, does not like the drop at the end, so she's like, "I'm not going on. I'm not going on it. Like, fuck you. You do it. Do it as many times as you want. I'm not going on." I said, "Okay." I'm
Right.
obviously going
10
on
times.
it. Yeah. So we get to the park early that day, and we go there, and it says like 5-minute wait for it. I'm like, let's go. Get on it, and there's literally 3 other people in front of me. And so we get to the boat, and I tell the guys, like, hey, man, can I just like ride a boat by myself? Because I want that picture of me going down the fucking thing.
you,
Just
yeah.
me in the middle, just like, yeah.
Did you get it?
No.
Oh.
The guy's like, just get on the boat. I'm like, come on, there's nobody behind me. And so whatever. So, but it was only.
Although, you know what would have happened is you would have waited and then people would have came
Probably.
and you wouldn't have been on the boat yourself.
Anyway, so it was just the 3 people in front of me and me in the back by myself, just chilling. And so Tiffany has a great video, and I'll get her to show you guys it, or maybe I'll put it on here, of me going down and coming out, and it's just me in the back. You know what I mean? Just fucking eating it, because when there's nobody on it and you're in the back, you're getting all of that
All
water. Oh, dude, it was
I have another one.
yeah, it was great. Oh, geez, what?
Okay. Go ahead. Give me
A
some.
Halloween one.
Oh, the really dissonant one?
I mean, yeah, that's the theme.
Whoops. Excuse me. Pardoname. I'm going to skip into this because it's pretty.
This whole
a little
episode is going.
You didn't get bleeped out.
Right. It's fine. It don't matter.
Today in the decision reel.
The top 3. That way, keep it going. No particular. No particular order. In its first week, Cabin in the Woods, obviously. Also in its first week, The Three Stooges. In its 4th week, The Hunger Games. What do we think the order is?
Hunger Games in its 4th?
Yes.
I'm going to go Hunger Games, this Stooges.
That's what I was going to say too.
It is. Number 1, The Hunger Games. Number 2, The Three Stooges. And number 4, Cabin in the Woods.
Damn, we got our middle ones mixed up, didn't we?
Has anybody seen that Three Stooges movie?
No.
No. I remember it like there's probably scenes in the back of my head.
They did a very good job being
I
the
think
Three
that's probably
Stooges.
why I put it last because I haven't even seen it. But
Kate Upton is in it. Does anybody even remember her?
from the other woman.
Sure. But like she was at her Maxim magazine height at this point, so they just shoved her in it. It's a
That's
funny
a great
movie,
by the
but
way.
it's stupid. The other woman is pretty good. Yes.
Great.
What do you,
Real quick.
Just do it.
I know.
The
I know.
Ernest theme.
This just randomly popped up on the feed of stuff. Hopefully, it gives you the whole cowboy theme. But do you guys remember this from the Vine era?
I never had Vine.
It's basically just a stupid song, and then a cowboy old dude is in the sky. You don't remember this at all? Steve, you remember this?
No.
Hold on, is this plugged up? Oh, I can't show you.
Dude, this is a fucking banger,
What
though.
is it? He doesn't stop.
The dude's getting it.
It-
What the fuck?
It's an old dude, cowboy hat.
Honestly,
yeah,
rustic.
those are quality screams, though.
Yeah.
They really are.
That's how you get nodules.
That's how you do it.
I mean, it is.
That's how you do it.
All right, I'm done with the music.
Budget time. What do we think it costs to make Cabin in the Woods? From Lionsgate, they were making all them Saw movies.
$24 million.
Okay. Can we talk about real quick the call that guy makes where he's like...
Am I on speakerphone?
Hilarious, by the way.
They did not give a shit about that guy.
Yeah, okay, sorry, go.
36.
36. I guessed 45. The actual budget? 30.
Was I closest? What did I say?
34?
I have no idea what you said.
You said 34.
I said 20 something.
No, you
Yeah,
said...
he said 20-something.
30?
I said 36.
Yeah, I don't.
Whatever.
It's between me and her. I don't know which one.
All right, tiebreaker. Box office. What do we think it made? Opened at number 3.
64 million.
64 million.
72 million.
72 million. I guessed 65 million.
Hey,
Look at us. Opening weekend it made... Hold on. Opening weekend it made 14.7 million. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Overall, it made 66.5.
Hey,
Look at us.
Look at
Look
us.
at us.
Look at us.
Look
Boys
at
rule.
Tomatometer time. Rotten Tomatoes score. The Roddy Tease. What do we think critics and audience gave it out of 100%?
Probably not good.
I would have said the opposite.
So what do you think?
I feel like we would like movies like this, and people would like, but critics would be like, meh.
It's
No,
true.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say 78, 82.
78 critics, 82 audience.
I'm gonna go
Because I think it's different, and I think it's
57 critics and audience 67.
All right. I said critics 55, audience 75. I'm going to flip the script here real quick. I'm going to do audience first for the tomatometer. Audience
Pull a
gave
Wally.
it a 74.
Ooh, I was pretty close.
Critics. Critics.
Oh god.
92.
Damn, way off.
What?
92?
What?
Maybe it's for its originality. You think?
For sure.
You think?
You got to think this movie is not like any other horror movie
Ever?
That's what I
ever.
said.
Right?
Ever.
Like
Ever?
who's done this? Who's
That's
like
what I said.
This, I was trying to find movies that it kind of compares to, or that it maybe can draw from. I was like going through, like, remember, like Dreamcatcher
Yeah.
and like weird, really weird concepts, super weird horror concepts. But I can't think of shit. I couldn't think of shit.
yeah, obviously it grabs everything from everywhere, but the underlying story
Is that
is
it's
original.
all bullshit.
Yeah. Just to
Anyways.
service the gods of the underworld. Like, what the fuck? All right,
These are actually very
IMDb.
limiting.
Yeah. Well, that's a lemon.
Limon.
That's a spiked lemonade lemon. This is a blueberry.
Oh, so I got extra
You
lemon
got
in my
extra
lemon.
lemon, yeah. All right, IMDb top and lowest reviews, the newest part of the show, and I'm kind of digging this. So this is the top review from Nathan Needs a Username 6, April 2019.
I guess he didn't find one.
No. I'm going to come out and say it. The Cabin in the Woods is a straight-up masterpiece, a must-see for every horror fan that has ever felt bored or irritated by the overuse of cliches left over from the 80s. While most discussion around this film tends to revolve around the genius callbacks to horror films and Easter eggs, I believe focusing on these elements does a disservice to the film as a whole. This is far more than a series of Easter eggs. All the horror elements are genuinely effective, especially Jules' death scene. All the humor lands perfectly, and the third act has everything that Goddard and Whedon wanted to say about the horror genre. We would rather let everyone die than let the old gods have their way. It is a truly remarkable film that needs to be seen again and again to be fully understood and appreciated. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
We haven't even talked about the ending.
No. Real quick, the low from Catgirl 1623 of December 2020.
I don't like it.
Who was born in 1623? Keep
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it. Or it's 1/6/23.
Or that.
Maybe that's when she made her
January
count.
6th, 23.
Oh no, because it's the 2020.
I really
review.
don't think that's when she was born.
Dumbest movie I've ever
Born. I was saying that's when she created her account.
Oh.
But if her review is from 2020, then obviously not.
Sure. Dumbest movie I have ever seen since Joe vs. the Volcano. It's just gore
I
for
love
the sake
Joe
of
versus
it.
The Volcano.
I know, me too. It's just gore for the sake of it. There's no cohesive story,
I'm
and there's
already
no
out.
satisfying
There's
ending.
no cohesive story.
This movie sucked hard. Skip it
Someone's dumb.
and watch something truly suspenseful like The Invisible Ghost Spanish with English subtitles, 1 out of 10.
You can suck a hard one too.
It's like a ghost penis.
You can suck, and it's not there, so it sucks even worse.
What a dumbass.
I don't know why out of everything you've ever said, I feel like that was the most hurtful.
That was pretty good because you heard the pain in it. What a dumbass.
Felt real.
That was just she dumb.
Let's
she
be real.
Get it? That's why she didn't get it.
Is it too smart of
I
a
like
movie?
the wine.
Did we not get Terrifier?
I like the wine.
Did we not get it?
Oh, I got it.
Are you sure we didn't get
Is
it?
there something to get?
Wally.
That's what
Other
I.
than
That's what I said.
Skeezed out.
There's only one purpose for Terrifier 3, and that's to outgore its
It's
I
to
know.
give
I
you
thought
the
I
ick.
knew it.
But
It's to
there,
give
hold
you the
on.
ick.
There was a cohesive good story
Hey,
in there.
in this too though. That's why she's a dumbass.
Thank you.
Here it was again.
Terrifier 3 continues on Terrifier's 2 story, but does it in a simpler way where it's not overcomplicated
Yeah,
and
because the second
overconvoluted.
that was way too much.
Until the
I
end.
could have cut out at least a half hour. of
I'm
the
never
second
gonna go
one.
watch that. So talk about it all you guys want.
The second one, but we don't need to talk about it. But
I could have cut out. I could have cut out at least a half.
I'm
No.
drowning.
Honestly, you need to watch her give birth to his head, though. I feel like that's traumatizing enough.
What?
Exactly. So remember,
It's the end
no,
of the
I can't
movie.
say
It's
anything
how
about
the
the first.
movie
Yeah.
ends. But like the
There's one thing that fucked.
deformed woman gives birth to his head.
The one thing that fucks me over with the
that's
third
gross.
movie is in the
It's a
second
lot.
movie, there's a little girl dressed up as him.
She's creepier than he is.
Not in the third movie at all.
Okay,
You
Well.
need to know that because I was expecting it.
she needs her own. Maybe.
Okay,
Like, 'cause
Terrifier.
where did she come from?
You're right. And where'd she go?
Where'd she go?
Cut
Where
that
did it
joke.
come
Cut out. God damn it. Where did
All
it
right.
come from? Anything else?
Cabin in the Woods favorite
Wait.
character. What? Sorry.
What's y'all's ick?
Like what makes us go? Oh.
So you know how that's a thing now where like they say like, oh, she gave me the ick, he gave me the ick. Like the ick is like the ultimate turnoff. Like you
What
can't
you
even
find in another
you can't even
individual?
entertain that with that person because they gave you the ick. Like what are some of your like?
Oh
That's an
God.
ick. You know, like some people's are as petty as they wore socks with sandals. Ick. Like,
People
that's an
making
ick.
up stories
You
to
let-
cover their own
let-
ass. What?
Yeah, let's do like simple things like body parts, right? I hate feet.
Me too.
Yeah,
Feet are
but
gross.
everyone has feet.
Put
I
them
know
away.
I could be an ick. Keep dogs
No.
away from me.
No. The definition
them
of
on
like
me, don't
of
let
like
me
an
see
ick
them.
is like you won't even entertain that.
Yeah, I ain't entertaining.
Yeah, no,
feet.
I'm not I'm completely against feet. Do you
Okay,
want
so
us to give
someone,
you
so you don't
something
want
a
to
more
be with someone
detailed
who
answer
has feet.
that has
Chop
feet out and
them
about?
off. I don't need them.
Are you looking for something substantial, like
No,
a
what-
thing that a person
No,
does?
what I mean is so an ick is so let's say I mean we're all in serious relationships, but let's like you started dating someone and they did something that you were like I can't move past this. Like that's the
Ooh,
ick.
You know what
Okay.
a Cleveland Sneeber?
It's the it's like the
Upper decker.
icks are like people's ultimate turnoffs, and
Sure.
they can be something as small as like I said socks with sandals,
Mm.
or they could be as big as like they were too nice to my parents or something like something that would give you the ick of someone, like a girl acting like a toddler,
100%. That
like
Oh,
ick,
yeah.
you know what I mean, or like
oh my god.
or like a guy being like call me daddy type of thing, like
That's a
ick.
gross one too,
Ick.
right? That's a
Ick.
big one. I don't know why that's a thing.
Mm-mm. I mean, I know why.
Like you want me to be your child? Get out of here.
Gross. Gross.
I ain't gonna we got time for that. Fuck, I already
I
got
don't know. It's
kids.
hard. I've never actually thought about this before. I think
The reason this came up is because of that new show on Netflix with Adam Brody and Kristen Bell, which is a bomb ass show, and it's not even too chick flicky. Like you guys would enjoy it.
Tiffany watched it all. Like,
But
all
there's
day.
they talk about the ick in the show, and I had to explain to Carrick what the ick was, and he was like, "So what ick
I
do I
don't
give
know.
you?" And
What's
I said,
no cap mean?
don't no lie.
"Yeah, it means like I'm not exaggerating. Like
What's
this
Riz?
is like swag, charm,
It's your boy.
game.
look at
Riz
Wally.
is like
your boy.
charm, game.
I'm the
swag.
Rizzler.
I feel so old right
But Carrick, I was talking to Carrick, and I was like, one of the best parts, or the show was so well acted. Like they act all the scenarios very well, and there's a part where one of the girls gets an ick,
now.
and you can see it. And I was like, oh my god, anybody who's gotten the ick from someone, you can feel that coming, like as a blanket coming over you, like. Oh my God, I'm completely getting turned off by this person. What's
I
happening?
got it right now. You ready? If a girl said lick my feet, I'd say get the fuck out of my house.
But Carrick
You know
was
what I'm a
like, so
big
what's
not
what's
fan of?
my ick?
Punch you right in the face. Just get the fuck out.
Well, listen, Carrick was like, what's my ick? And I said, well, no, that doesn't work that way. I
Me?
said, if you had an ick, I wouldn't be with, like, an ick is the ultimate turnoff. So if you had an ick, so the way that I described it, I said, you may have icky things,
Right, but you don't have.
but you haven't given me the ick. It's like,
I really
if you give me the ick, then like I can't be around you.
recently I hate forced compliments. Like if someone
Oh, I got what you said.
comes up to me and I guess I don't get it because sometimes I'm not like I'm just there to hang out, have fun. I'm a space cadet sometimes, right?
on,
Especially if I check out. But if someone like comes up to me, but they expected a compliment for something, like
Oh, they expected a compliment.
they
you to
expected a
compliment.
compliment and I don't do it, then they get mad. I'm like,
All right.
I'm torn.
Like
I'm
a-
like,
like a-
whoa, whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
I don't
whoa,
know,
whoa,
like-
whoa.
Like,
gotta
oh,
take a
like I
step
just
back.
got this sweater, and a lot of people have said that they like it, but I don't know. I don't really know if I like it or not. Like,
Yes.
you know, like it.
I got one.
Yeah, stuff like that drives
People
me nuts.
who try to big league you.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
They
That's-
come up
Like
and
a
try.
one up type
Not
of
a
thing?
one
or
up,
like
but
a,
like, hey, I'm better than you, and I'm going to tell you in the conversation, like we're having a normal conversation, but I'm going to talk down to you because I'm better than you, or I'm more famous,
Which
or
is-
I'm more whatever.
yeah,
than
which
you.
is 100% a complex. Like that's like almost a Napoleon complex type of thing. Like
And I've
they
had
need to
it-
be the big man on campus.
I've had it happen a lot in areas around here with people where I'm like, bro, we're in the same place. Like, can you shut the fuck up?
like you would,
Right? Like, why you called me? You have my number. I don't have yours, and vice versa. You know, like
Another one I think is cleanliness. That's another one of mine.
like
That-
if someone's messy or if the like
Yeah.
bodily.
I can smell your butthole across the room.
Both
What?
to a certain
Like, do you
extent,
mean
but
in the
definitely
home or do you mean?
definitely body, like 100%. Just someone just clean.
Yeah.
I like a clean individual, but
Mm.
I am also not a fan of clutter and like dirtiness.
Don't like
Not a
that
fan.
slump ass, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I don't
I-
like it on me, right?
I
Even
do
me.
feel like,
I
though-
try to hold people, and I get it. I'm a big dude. Like I sweat. I do things all the time. I sweat all the time, but
You're
usually
taking care of it.
I go in.
Yeah.
I'll hobo shower every time I get. You know
Horse
what I mean?
bath.
I apply deodorant 3-4 times a day. I have to physically have to.
I know me. I'm Shrek.
Sometimes I'll even hit. It's weird. Personal. This is a little extra
You good.
personal. Sometimes I'll hit the chest a little bit. You
Hit
know,
the chest. That's
do
fine.
the sides. I'll powder the balls.
Yeah,
know?
you got to. You got to keep them fresh and
Fresh,
clean.
minty.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
I
know,
always
you have-
powder my balls.
Yeah, she's got it.
Yeah, you
She's
know
in
what's
it.
up. You
Yeah,
got to.
I had to do a whole day yesterday outside, running around doing stuff, all powdered up.
At least it was nice yesterday.
It was.
were
It was
outside.
warm. It was
We were
warm.
outside yesterday too, and we were on a porch because we were at a winery.
Just stay
covered-
clean. It's good for
Covered
everybody.
porch.
Exactly.
But as the sun moved and the sun was coming under the porch and hitting my legs, I started sweating. Like
Yeah,
when I was
that'll
in the
do it. It was
shade, I
70
was
something.
fine. But as soon as the sun was at a point where it was
Kissed by the
hitting
sun.
my legs under the
Kiss
porch,
by a rose. On
Yeah,
the-
I can't. I
Ooh.
can't.
oh,
But anyway,
Can we
it's
talk
little
about how
things.
fucked up that song is?
Kiss by a Rose?
it's. I mean,
I listened to him talk about the lyrics. He said he had no idea what it was about.
It doesn't matter if he wrote it or not. He
It
sung
sounds pedophile-ish.
it. Talking about waiting for your rose to.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Always in bloom.
Yeah.
What is the next words? When the night.
Hits your moon. I don't know.
That's not too far off.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
What's
good.
the word? Something.
I don't
Something's
know.
it.
Yeah.
It just makes me want to watch Batman Forever. I want to see Arnold with that gun, just like chill.
Yeah, maybe that'll be like one of my December.
Oh, dude, it's such a
Thanks.
good movie. Speaking of that, we are actively coming up on the 200th episode. It's going to be an extravaganza, if you will. I don't know what we're doing, but we need to do something. And I'm thinking it has to be. So I've always wanted to do. Well, hey, Back to the Future is my favorite movie, but it's not about me. It's about the show and everybody. And I feel like doing a triplet movie would be too much. So I feel like we need to pick like maybe the highest grossing movie of all time or something like to
We've
do.
already done it.
Have we?
Mhm.
We haven't.
Should I look?
It's probably
Let me look
Avatar.
it up.
There used to
Probably
be a
Avatar.
graying tower
Highest.
alone on the sea,
Used to be, yeah.
and you became the light
That's
on the
I
dark
thought
side
you were
of
looking
me.
up what the chorus was. I was like, that's the beginning of the song.
Love remained a drug that's high enough. Not the pill.
Baby.
There's really not a lot of incriminating things when
I
it
don't
comes to
say
the pedoph- Okay.
It is Avatar.
Baby, we'll go straight to the chorus because that's the most incriminating part of this. I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the
Titanic is
gray.
number 4.
On the gray, sure. Okay.
And we talked about that
Ooh.
today.
The
so.
more I get you, stranger it feels. Yeah.
Both avatars are in the top
Now that your
3.
rose is in bloom, the light hits the gloom on the gray.
That's fucked up. Now that your rose is in bloom, come on. To me, that means you're of age now.
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe the bridge too. There's
yeah,
so much
like
pain a man can tell you, so much
your
he can
flower.
say. You remain my power, my pleasure, my pain, baby.
They used to call losing your virginity like your
Your
flower.
flower, yeah,
That was
yeah,
your
yeah.
flower.
deflowered.
Okay, so 1 is Avatar, 3 is the second Avatar. Guess what number 2 is in the middle of them?
Jurassic World, probably. No. I should know this. Black Panther. I don't fucking know.
No, but you're on the right path there.
Avatar or Avengers something Endgame, right?
Yeah, Avengers Endgame. And Titanic, number 4,
right.
1997.
This is what we're doing. The 200th episode is going to be Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame. Kind of has to be.
Let me
Does it?
let me pretend. Let me feel.
Breathe it.
Let me feel that.
Breathe
real
it
quick.
in. You know we would not stop talking about Marvel.
Yeah, we'll get going for far too long.
Okay. 200th
All right.
episode, baby.
But that's the concern though, is that should we do 2 movies then?
But you
Because I
kinda
feel
have
like
to.
even just 1 would get us on.
we
a-
could cut the episode if it goes long and then make two episodes. But it's together. So it's a part 1 and a part 2.
I have been wanting to watch Endgame again.
We'll talk about it later. Anyways, moving on. Who is your favorite character in what's the movie?
Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin.
Oh, that movie, Cabin in
The
the Woods.
Cabin in
The
the
Cabin
Woods.
in the
I
Woods.
just said that very fast.
Sure you did.
Cabin in the Woods.
Sure.
Ready?
There was a
You
the
just
there.
saw my favorite character.
Cabin in the Woods.
You didn't show it very long. It's the fucking cup bong.
Yeah. Wow, the telescoping
when he
cup
flicks
bomb.
that out
Yeah.
to hit that guy in the head, love
Yeah.
it. I'm actually gonna say.
Why does it need to be telescopic?
He needs more fucking room to.
Gravity bong it
Yeah.
or something?
I'm gonna say Jesse Williams' character.
Who's Jesse
Okay.
Williams again?
The,
Which one's that? Oh,
There you go.
The blue-eyed
Mhm.
guy. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mine's Chris Hemsworth,
He's
So
also
I'm not
in
too
Grey's-
far from you,
He's also in
but for
Grey's
different
Anatomy,
reasons.
and like,
He's dreamy. Oh my
he really is.
God.
But
He's playing the perfect character for Chris Hemsworth.
But
Right.
what I like about him is, I mean, unfortunate way that he died. I was hoping we were gonna get more out of him, but he was very like,
You wanted to get more.
Oh my God.
yeah, and he can get whatever he wants out of me.
Hey.
Gross.
But what I was gonna say is he's very gallant. He's very like,
Gallant. What a word.
Yes.
Good word.
but he's also very
Gallant.
respectful. The way that like he very much,
Mhm.
you could tell he very much wanted to watch her undress, and then he was like,
But hold on.
nope, I can't.
So
Like-
again, they're being fed shit in that
Mm-hmm.
cabin the minute they get there. So he's fighting against that, and
To be a good guy.
right. So even the scene on the couch where they're talking about, maybe doing stuff, and hey, this is whatever. He's being coerced or whatever, right?
That's another thing I need to see. I need more information about her virginity. Because they very tiptoe around it, but she says
Kind
at one
of a
point,
virgin.
because she says, I mean, not my first
But
time. And then
sex,
when Sigourney
100%.
Weaver says it to her, she goes virgin, and she goes, we work with what we have.
Right.
So they imply multiple times that she's not actually a virgin.
Right.
But
I
they
don't
make
think
a lot of jokes about her being.
I don't think it matters in the context. I think you got to be an innocent type person.
But you know what I mean? Because
'Cause they're
even her
playing everything,
friends kind of make jokes to her that she's a virgin.
Well,
but
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I think she's
Clearly,
just prude. I think maybe
She
prudish.
just hasn't used that one. She's probably done other things. That's probably what they mean.
She did the
No,
Christian.
but even she
that's
said.
implied.
the Christian workaround.
Yeah.
But even she said to Sigourney Weaver, "Virgin." Like she was even like, "No, I'm not."
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Right.
I think maybe they just mean less promiscuous.
I like how
In
it's
today's
kind of
day and age, maybe that's the best they can do.
yeah. But I
they
like
can
how
do.
it's ambiguous. Like, okay, yeah, they're always watching downstairs, right? But what?
always
watching
Wazowski.
But like, but what are they watching? You know what I mean?
the
Because
scratchy throat, that was painful.
it sounded good. But like, what are they watching exactly? Because there's all these different countries trying to do the same thing and like
Yeah.
all this other stuff and like
Oh.
what and like the part with the titties coming out too, right? Where they're just like, oh, I mean,
There are other
we-
people
we need
watching.
it,
We're not the
yeah,
only ones watching.
right?
So that's what I was going to say earlier when we were talking about how, like, yeah,
Which actually
they
makes
have this
sense.
recipe that they're following with like the 5 people.
Never thought about that.
And Japan clearly like wasn't on the same recipe, but the way that it looks or the way that it's perceived is that only one country has to succeed.
Right.
So yet they're not all following the same recipe though.
So maybe it's
So
is it different? Maybe like elders or whatever you want to say in the ground or whatever it is in different areas that have different things that they're
what they
looking
desire.
for? Right.
So but only one needs to
So
succeed.
okay, here's something to think
Because
about.
that was one of the things when Japan didn't.
Right.
They were like, "Fuck!" Like,
But think about the movies that
Airball.
Japan makes. They're more ghostly type, haunting type movies. So maybe that's what they're trying to say is in that genre
yeah, but this one could have
area.
been too, depending on what they picked.
That's because
True.
our area is way more open to all the different kinds, right?
Merman.
Do you think that the movie concept spawned from the booby scene? Someone watching horror and they're like, "Oh my god,
It's a gratuitous scene that needs to be here.
does this,
Why?
Why does this need to be in every movie? Do you think two dudes are just on the other side?"
Right.
No, I
Being
think
stupid.
it's probably more broad than that. I think it was probably the whole thing. Like Jesus, it's always like, oh, it's a
dumb-
jock, it's
yeah.
a cheerleader, it's a yeah. Like
Well,
I think it's more
that's
that.
what I'm saying. The stereotype is what spawned the concept. That's what I'm
Potentially,
saying.
yes.
Yeah,
I like it though.
because in that part of the movie, I'm like, "Oh, okay,
All right.
that's why they're doing this."
What are you doing?
I wanted to see how many wines from different.
She's counting.
places.
All right. Well, I
Little
threw
bit
the
of
one away
ADD.
today. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Favorite character, Wally.
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth. Okay. I said mine. You said yours.
He's hilarious.
Okay. Favorite scene then.
Honorable note: very beginning of the movie when they pick up the nerd dude
Yeah.
and he locks his car with the window down. Thought that was
Hilarious.
hilarious.
Also shows
Super funny.
that he's aloof, but yet
There,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love how they even make a thing. They say they're like, we spiked his weed or whatever, and he's not having any effect on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like
Negated it all.
Yeah, yeah. Because he's such a fucking pothead.
Well, she says at the end that the weed was whatever was in his weed was counteracting whatever they were pumping into the house.
Yeah.
Right. Good for him.
I think my favorite scene is him hitting. We already talked about it. Him hitting the invisible barrier.
it's pretty funny. Yeah.
It's perfect. It kind of opened up the movie at that point to like the funny, like what was happening.
Well, it also changes your thinking of the movie too.
Exactly.
You're like, wait a second, what? Because it's literally a
Yeah, the meme. What?
yep. Yeah, I'm trying to think. My favorite scene probably. It's got to be the whole ending scene where they all the
Let
monsters-
everybody out.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
dope. Do you think that was Dracula?
Yeah.
In vampire form?
Also, the way they're keeping them felt so sci-fi, but yet so like
in the dark. It's very 13
so
Ghosts.
fucked up.
Yeah, oh,
It's so
vibe,
fucked up.
you know?
They're all just in their little like capsules.
Yeah, they're evil.
I remember watching 13 Ghosts with my wife for the first time, and she was like in it, and then went, "This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen." I was like,
It
"That's
gets
the
there.
whole point."
It gets there. Yeah.
Same exact amount of Robin Hill and Jane Mark.
Look at you. Well, take out the one you got today because I didn't put that down here.
That was Robin Hill.
Okay. Okay. Tara, did you say your favorite scene?
I haven't said my favorite scene yet.
What do you got? La, da, 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 ba, ba, ba.
I kind of like. This is hard for me because I
The
feel
whole
like
movie. One
well,
scene.
well, because I feel like I like the whole movie, but I'm trying to think of like
One part.
yeah.
I got you.
I do like when he like because they don't know that he's alive when Marty comes back and he does kind of flip out his cup thing to hit the dude in the head.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that. I also kind of like when like the SWAT team or whatever they are come into the like the secondary SWAT team comes into the lobby and it's just coated in blood
Yeah.
and those three zombies are just
What's up?
eating it and they just kind of like look up at them and they're just like looking around like what the like blood is just everywhere, like the walls, the floor, the ceiling, like everything. I don't know.
It's a hard pick because there's a lot of good scenes in this
Yeah.
movie. There's a lot of good thoughts. There's a lot of good, even the scene where they go downstairs and they're like, every one of them has gravitated towards a specific thing. And I feel like the whole idea of they're pumping pheromones or whatever in there to make them like gravitate to something. And whatever they're gravitating to, you end up seeing said monster or said whatever was going to come out later. You see that, the guy with the Hellraiser type character,
ballerina
whatever, the
girl.
ballerina girl, the merman, all that shit. Well, the only one I didn't know, the girl, she was putting on the necklace.
When she had the necklace, yeah. I'm not sure what that would have been.
They showed it for sure, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one that
But
would have been.
again, like the thought of if they were doing this, they do this every year, right? Because they have to sacrifice and keep going and whatever. What else? Like I kind of want
That
another
giant,
movie.
I mean,
yeah.
there was that like giant snake thing. There was like a big squid thing. There was
So
there
if we
were
look
ghosts. There were ones that were just like that group that just had the masks on that were just like
what the fuck was that?
like they made me think of the strangers.
The Strangers, yeah.
Like that they were just kind of torturous people, you know,
Yeah.
like they were just like evil.
There was also a if you know, we're looking at the part where there's all the other failed whatever, they show like King Kong. And then they show another like city burning, and then obviously the China thing where it's decimating the ghost or whatever. They put it in a frog, which was hilarious.
Yay!
But funny. I liked it.
It was though that though also is a little traumatizing because it shows that they are killing children in this. Like, you know what I mean? Like through this process, they're okay with killing children.
Yeah.
Talking about all the Japanese children.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Is that what
saying
you're
if
talking
they did it
about
on
as a
that one,
reference?
then they're definitely doing it in other ones. in
Going
other like, you know what I
back
mean?
to
So, like,
Terrifier 3, that movie holds nothing back.
I mean, I don't care.
I know that, but what I'm saying, like,
You
Are
say
any
that.
animals killed?
I don't think there's an animal in the movie. I'm trying to think. So
There
the
was
beginning,
a cat in the first one, but it
Yeah,
wasn't killed.
I'm trying to think in the beginning of the movie because there is a scene with like a family. There's nothing. No,
Okay.
there's
I mean, as
nothing.
long as they don't
There's
touch
nothing.
animals, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, kill everybody.
Kill everybody, I don't care.
Fuck them. Fuck them. Any what the fuck moments for us in Cabin in the Woods?
I mean, I actually think that Wally's favorite scene could be a what the fuck moment.
Yeah, it
Well,
encompasses
because
everything.
you say what the fuck when you watch it.
Because he gives his little speech, his like little hero speech, and it's not even a quick thing. Like he goes and turns around and everything, and they've got like the music behind it.
Mhm.
Just like it felt like comedic timing. You know what I mean?
did,
like
yeah.
it and when you can tell. Also, I'm pretty sure he was gonna make it. Like,
Yeah,
had that not been
he
there,
was gonna make
he
it.
got some fucking air.
Oh yeah, he was
Yeah.
flying.
He knew what he was doing.
He was gonna make it. He was like, I've made jumps
And it's also Channing Tatum.
like that.
Or,
No,
sorry,
it's
Channing
Chris
Tatum.
Hemsworth.
Chris
Chris
Hemsworth. Why did I say Channing
Although
Tatum?
Channing Tatum would have fit for that too.
Sorry, I was
feel
thinking of 21 Jump Street.
I feel like he would have fit for that though.
You're right. What was the best part of that is how they accidentally switched their transcripts. It's like I would have expected you to be the, all-state athlete and whatever.
Oh,
the first one.
the first one,
Yeah.
where they accidentally switched their
Yeah.
and he gets put in like all of these like blah classes, and he gets put in all of
Science.
The, like,
Yeah, it's great. It's great. What are you doing?
I'm seeing if the movie I want to do has been
Was
done
already
before.
done. Okay. Anyway,
You should
speaking
look
of,
on the website on YouTube.
The fun facts of the fucking week.
I don't know if you've been on our website.
yeah, if you go to the website
not one time.
www.thedecisionreel.com, there's a search function. You can search whatever movie you want, and it'll come up with everything we got. Also, you can see reviews on there.
It'll
You can
show
see,
you if we've done them before.
yeah, you can see. There's actually a list of all the movies we've done and our scores and everything.
our rankings.
Yeah, and our rankings. I put in the work, son.
Jurassic Park is up there in our ranking.
I think it's like number 1.
I think it might be.
I think it might be. The thermal coffee mug bong was a fully functional mug and bong as portrayed in the film. The prototype of which cost $5,000 to make.
Holy shit!
We got to
Wait.
think there's a lot of
Wait,
fucking.
so that's not a real thing?
No, it was a real thing
For the movie.
for the movie.
No,
they
that's
made
what I'm
it.
saying. So it didn't exist before the
No.
movie.
I'm still very
Do
curious
they
what the
exist
point
now?
is.
Can you buy one?
Actually, if you think about it scientifically, right, you want to funnel air into it.
Right,
Light, and then you pull the bottom.
right. It's perfect.
It actually makes perfect sense.
You know what I'm saying? They developed this thing. Can you buy them now?
What would you? How would you even search that?
All
Cabin
the
in the
What
Woods.
do they call it?
Cabin in the Woods. Fucking
Funnel cup. No.
coffee mug bong. See if you can buy
There
it.
is now a. Yep, here it is. Found it.
How much?
There's now a telescoping coffee mug that extends
It's probably not as long, but
into a ball. Coffee
It's
mug looks
pretty
like
long.
it's got to be like $100.
I don't see a price.
Damn.
Keep going.
It's from the
Maybe no, I'm saying maybe there's a link.
coffee mug pipe. Extends to 2.5
No,
feet.
that's different.
2.5 feet. Holy shit. It's a big bong, son.
Check out this telescoping coffee mug
There's
bong.
got to be a link somewhere. Like
Looks
if it
like it's the only
exists,
one.
why would they?
Still pretty cool though. Dude takes shisha tobacco rips
See,
in
so
public.
this is a guy who
Shisha.
has it. Oh wait,
That old lady's just sitting there getting.
so maybe
Fucking-
that link is to maybe it's that they have it both. They have all types. 'Cause
This is stupid. This is fucking dumb. Sorry, no one can see it anyway. You
During
cut
the
that out,
lake
Steve.
scene, during the lake scene, the only student not to jump into the lake is Marty, who remains fully clothed on the dock. This was partially due to Franz Kranz noticeably being in a good, if not better shape than the other male students. In the commentary for the film,
Hey.
the
And Chris?
writers joked,
And the other guy?
yeah, that he was ripped like muscular Jesus and asserted that if Marty were shown being that fit, it would ruin the character. This is partly also why
Badass.
Marty wears baggier clothes than the other students. What?
What? There you go, Tara.
You all right?
Tara's like, oh.
I was like, oh, Marty,
Get in.
because the other
Smart.
two are
Yeah.
quite.
But apparently he was just like, guess what, guys? I'm fucking just
What's his name?
ripped. Franz Kranz. So like Fran, Kranz.
That's
I
why.
wonder if he was in another movie or something. And
Our man should have got an alias or,
Right.
or a
like,
screen
remember,
name or
you know,
something.
Ben Foster, right? Like same energy and like same build.
Wait, Franz. What?
Fran.
Crayons,
So,
like crayon, right?
but with a K. Fran. So Franz Kranz or Z, depending on where you are in the world.
Franz Kranz.
What a fucking name. That's got to be a stage name. Has to be a stage name.
Maybe. That's a shitty stage name.
Imagine coming up with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Barry.
Rusty
Sorry.
Winchester.
Much of Drew Goddard's inspiration for this movie came from his own upbringing in Los Alamos, New Mexico, a place filled with scientists and coworkers all going about their business and living seemingly routine and ordinary lives, even though they were building nuclear weapons that could possibly destroy the entire world.
Dope.
Right. Right. So him
Oh.
and Joss Whedon wrote this script in just 3 days. Oh no, what? Let me see.
Tara's looking at shirtless pictures.
Is he fucking still ripped?
I don't know what this is from, but
I've seen that movie. What the fuck is that? Because now I'm
Steve has that
mental
dude
image.
memorized.
I got it. I know his structure. What?
is it a movie? Is that a movie or
Yeah,
show?
I think it is. The failed rituals from other countries are references to various classic movies and monsters. The Kyoto ritual is a reference to The Ring.
Kyoto.
Kyoto.
What is that from? What is that? I see Kyoto. You know, I know. I just unlocked
It's
the
Joe
memory.
Dirt, isn't it? No, it's
Kyoto.
Waterboy. It's Waterboy.
Oh, what does he say?
Yeah, that's Kyoto, mama. Yeah.
Mass.
God damn
It's
it.
from a movie called Mass.
Okay, you make
Which is about
Louisiana
witches.
frog cakes.
About
You just make a joke, Bobby.
a school shooting.
Yeah, I think I
That's
see
what
it.
the movie's about.
Anyways, I can't say it. Buenos Aires. How do you say it?
Buena.
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires.
Buenos.
Ritual is a reference to King Kong. The Stockholm ritual is a reference to John Carpenter's The Thing, and the Madrid ritual appears to reference Dracula.
Knew it. I fucking knew it.
You want to hear a funny one? When Jules kisses the wolf on the wall, the wolf's tongue is covered in powdered sugar to give it a dusty look and to make the scene tolerable
Ooh.
for the actress.
Yum.
Yum.
Face diving these donuts all day.
Drinking this green tea all
Like,
goddamn
the,
day.
The fact that she did a lead up though too, like she walked up and was like, "Who, me? What?
Oh no.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
for
I just
her.
dyed
Good for
it."
her.
Like,
I thought she was good as in the role, like, and it's surprising, like, have I seen her in anything else?
I didn't recognize her. Also weird that like they made it such a point of that she dyed her hair because we have no idea what she looked like before. You know what I
Right.
mean? But like they made it a point to focus on the fact that she dyed her hair, and then even bring it up later where they said that they put stuff in her hair dye. You know, like
Yeah, to make her dumber.
mm-hmm.
I like it. Last fun fact. Fran Kranz received extensive prop and behavior training in order to capture the stoner persona of Marty.
Stoner persona.
Stoner
Do
persona.
you need training for that? Because I feel like you don't.
He received a 2-hour joint rolling session and a separate bong lighting session from expert consultants. Probably,
Willie Nelson.
I was going to say,
Oh.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh,
In
yeah.
addition to the famous travel mug bong, a number of more subtle marijuana paraphernalia appear in the film. These include Marty's stash, his secret stash, a smaller pipe, a tulip joint, and a joint kept in his pocket of his pants. The prop crew even designed the film's own brand of rolling papers, Smiling Buddha Papers.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of
There's
work.
got to be potheads on the set.
Yeah.
I was actually just
Hey man, you fucking.
I
we
was
gotta get this.
just saying this week
Yeah.
that one of my favorite things in movies or TV shows is when people are like when actors are acting high. Like off of whether it's medication or whether it's
Sure.
drugs or whatever. But like some of my favorite, like laughed the most at scenes in like movies and shows are when they're on something.
Oh my god.
Just the way that they act. Like the reason it came up is because in Modern Family, I was rewatching Modern Family and Cam and Mitch,
Sure.
the same sex couple in the show, they took sleeping pills, but their flight got delayed.
Ooh.
So they have to find their new flight, but they're fighting the sleeping pills. So they're acting very, and I was just cracking up laughing at it. And then there's another one where like Phil, the dad of the one family, and Mitch, the same guy from that couple, they're stoned. And they're very much like trying to make sure people don't know that they're stoned. And that stuff is just so funny to me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I feel like everyone I've seen do it does such a good job at it.
At it. They're being stoned because they're probably already stoned in the scene.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right, final decision time. Out of 10, is this a must-watch, recommend, or skipped? Tara first because you picked it.
I did just take it a sip.
Oh, I'm sorry. This April.
April though.
I
Like,
know.
what?
So stupid.
I'm gonna say 7.5
Oh, okay.
because I don't quite want to give it an 8.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that it's a good movie, and I think it's an entertaining movie in multiple different ways, and I like the concept of the movie. And this isn't even a movie that I can really even hound the acting. Like I feel like no one was like super bad. We were like, oh God, like couldn't move past that. But on the grand scheme of things,
On the whole.
I'm still thinking 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
Even as far as like Halloween movies,
Sure.
because if I'm going to give a movie a higher rating for a Halloween movie, it's going to be a scarier movie.
I have a video game for you to play for Halloween.
Are dinosaurs?
No.
No.
But it's a role-playing movie-type game. They just did a remake, but don't get the remake. Maybe get the original. It doesn't matter. It's called Until Dawn.
Okay. There's
Real people in it. So Hayden Panettiere, is that how you say her name?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about.
Panettiere.
Joe somebody. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, she's in it. I swear to God, the guy in this movie that you like is in it as well.
Jesse Williams.
Yes, I swear he's in it. What's his face from Mr. Robot is in it as well.
Rami Malek.
Yep. There's a whole couple other people that are big that are in
that
it.
show. Did it have an ending?
It did have an ending.
Why can't I remember it?
I don't know because it was pretty good. But game came out on PS4 a long time ago. They just did a remake for PS5 that just came out, but it's kind of.
But I don't have PS.
You don't have PlayStation?
No, we're Xbox household.
Ew.
Damn it.
PC?
About that.
PC? Do you have PC? I think it might be on PC. I don't know.
The only computer I have is my work computer.
Well,
Yeah, Carrick has a fucking computer.
Carrick play like Call
Well, yeah,
of
but
Duty or
he's
anything?
usually on it. Huh?
Okay.
Carrick play
Play
Call of
with
Duty or
him.
anything like that?
Play with them. Okay, anyways, it's a good game. It's a good game. I have like 7 PS4s. I'll give you one to just play it because it's that good. You'll like the game. It's a role-playing, scary type, like, it's not a murder mystery, but it's like, it's
I
literally
don't know
like
if
you're
I
playing.
want a scary game. Will it creep me out? Will it scare me?
Probably. Video games are way more visceral than.
That's what I'm saying. Like a
Movies.
scary video game to me, I feel like would give me the creeps more than a scary movie would.
If you're not into
Because
video
I'm
games,
in it, I'm playing it. You know what I mean?
100% because you are 100% invested
Yeah, that.
with your body too. So
I was scared playing PT.
PT was a pretty wacky.
I'm
That's
wi-
a
I'm
spe-
willing
that was a
But
to
I
special
do
case.
like I liked the Tomb Raider games, and I liked like the Batman
PTBR.
games, like the Asylum game and stuff like that. Like
I've seen
I
people play.
I like those kinds of games.
So it's kind of like that, but horror can't be like this.
What's the one?
Or just watch somebody play it on.
Not
fucking
Assassin's
YouTube.
Creed, because I've played Assassin's Creed, but what's the one where it's
There's
like
1,000 of them.
where it's more like I know I played the pirate one.
That's the
one
only
of
good
the
one.
best
That's the
ones.
only
Like the
Black
I have
Flag.
that
Black
emulated,
Flag,
yeah.
Also the one where he's like it's like supposed to be a prequel, or
There's a couple
he's
of those.
younger, and he's kind of in the
Ezio
in the woods and stuff.
I think that's 3.
Where is
I
it? Is
played
he an
that one, too.
Indian?
He's like an
Yes.
Indian. Yeah, it's 3.
I
That's
played
3.
that one too. But
Those are
there's
great games. The
there's
earlier
one where I feel like
you just
is
get
there
bored of 'em.
something scroll?
Elder Scrolls. You're in my realm now. You're talking about some Elder Scrolls, some Skyrim,
Skyrim. Maybe
Bethesda
it's
stuff.
Skyrim. I don't know what that
Are there
means.
dragons in them? In it?
I don't know.
No
Peter?
dragon- Peter dragons?
Wait, but Skyrim's
He's
the-
maybe dragons.
Wait, is
something
Skyrim
through
the one
some
where
Every
you
episode it
where
needs to
you
find its
pick
way
your
in.
character though at the beginning and you
Yeah,
kind of have
that's
a
it.
different like
Yeah, you can do that. You could be a different, different kind of being that's in that
because
universe.
there's like there's like
Lizard
elves,
people.
How long
trolls.
ago have you played it?
Skyrim and that or Elder Scrolls are exactly what you're describing.
That was a long time ago.
Okay, that's probably Elder Scrolls,
That's
yeah.
good shit. That's
Yeah.
good shit.
It's good shit, pal.
Good shit.
Because I do like the
chalky
games
milk.
that are challenge driven, like, and that's what I like. I really like playing. That's why I was excited that I found these new parks, these new levels
Sure.
in the game where you could
Jurassic
alter the
World
difficulty
Evolution
and
2.
stuff in them because I like the game, but I think especially with my ADHD, if it gets too easy, I'm not having fun. Like if I can beat the level too fast, then I'm like, well, I wanted to go on more. Like I
You
wanted this
should-
to go on more.
there's-
So
There's a few concepts. Beating the level's a concept. There's games that are movies. Steve and I love games that are movies. Like the Uncharted games, some of the
Mhm.
Star Wars ones. He's playing one right now.
Metal Gear
Games that
Solid.
are movies are great.
Yeah,
Those are the
hopefully.
role-playing ones.
Can you play a game where you
So
play
good.
for like 20 minutes and then sit and watch an hour-long cutscene?
why?
Well,
Gear.
the thing about I think you can. You just have to kind of know it's. A
You got to
movie.
be in the game to do it. Like if you're playing a game and you're so wrapped in it that like that cutscene,
An hour though?
but that
it's a
Why
cutscene
not
movie.
is
just
so
watch a
fuck
movie?
because the game is a movie.
It is a movie. That's what I'm saying. You kind of have to go in with the idea that you're watching a movie and playing a little game
I
between.
used to really because I used to like the Dead or Alive games too, but I used to
Sure.
like doing the story mode so
God,
that
I
you
haven't
could get
never
their
thought of
little
those in a
clip
while.
at the end. Like when you successfully got through somebody's full story mode, you got the little clip of their life at the
Remember
end.
Dead Rising?
Great.
They just made the remake of Dead Rising 2.
Did they really?
What was the volleyball one?
That was the one you go into the mall.
Dead or Alive 4?
Something like
There was
that.
one where
Yeah,
they
the
played
mall.
volleyball a
It was
lot.
Just titties dancing.
Yeah,
that's
just
all
like
it was.
it was.
Yeah, dude, Dead Rising. I remember you got that, and I came over and we played it for like.
You
I
play that
feel
for
the
days.
dead moon rising.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so
Anyway.
fucking good.
See what
Walter?
I did? Do you see what I did?
Cabin in the Woods, out of 10. What do you got?
I'm gonna give it 7.
7.
This is a breath of fresh air.
Okay.
A breast of fresh
A
air.
breast.
I've these other movies have kind of taken me out of it.
Sorry.
The Terrifier movies have completely removed me from this
Horror.
podcast.
Yeah, you're right.
For a little
That's
bit.
all I think about.
Halloween for
Are
me
you sleeping through the night?
is always.
Dude,
I haven't been doing a lot of sleeping, but I need.
I've had a couple.
Ew.
I've had a couple dreams. That
Fest.
So I watched Terrifier.
That
and
terrified
then,
you?
Well, hold on. The next day I watched
Yep.
The Substance, and like those two
yeah.
movies back to back. Holy fuck, dude! Watch The Substance.
Yeah, I know you
Take a
said that.
breath.
No,
Take a
fresh
breath.
air.
Yes,
never.
take a breath.
A breath of
fucking
fresh
gas
air.
is down, bro. We're
Yeah.
going the whole way.
The
Sorry,
thing
continue.
is just you got Halloween is festive.
Send it.
Yeah, Halloween is not just.
Watching all the fucked up
Yes,
shit.
Halloween's
send.
monsters, ghouls,
Does anybody watch that Carved movie?
vampires.
Like that came out a while ago?
I don't know. Every time I open, it's either Netflix or Hulu. It's like one of the first things that pops up as it's carved.
Yeah, no,
I have no
fuck
idea
that.
what it is.
Fuck it. Speaking of fucking it, I give this movie a 7.5 as well.
Boom.
This movie, while being a generic slasher movie, takes that and smartly does something no movie has done before or since. It creates an original horror movie with the formula as the base. Does it sort of falter at the end? Yeah, kind of, but it does it so well that I can't fault it for the end, because how do you wrap that whole story up, right? Like, how do you make it, like, really, like, we're just going to die?
like-
The
I'm
Titans? Did we just get into
surprised-
Greek mythology?
I'm surprised we haven't talked more about the end. Like, I think that's cool that it was just like, oh, nope.
I think the ending was weird.
Let's all
I
die.
think
The end is literally the end.
the ending I thought was going to be cataclysmic. I thought it was going to be Armageddon, which it might still have been.
I
but
mean, it was.
the
wasn't it?
gigantic hand coming out of the ground for
Yeah.
me is where it's funny enough is where it lost me. I don't know why. It was the last 2 seconds of the whole fucking movie.
Well, because the gods were coming out from
Right.
Yeah,
underground.
just beings. They're just beings. The fact it was a gigantic Titan-esque thing to me was kind of. I was expecting devilish grounds.
Okay, I got you.
opening
I got
up,
you. Yeah.
Sea of demons kind of thing.
To be fair, though, that hand
But
was like, it looked like it was
Demonic.
charred and
Yeah,
had
yeah.
like
Sure.
cracks of fire.
So the question is, do you kill yourself for everyone, or do you bring everyone with you?
I kill myself
honestly, Marty was a little selfish, though. Wasn't
I
he?
do it.
Wasn't he?
pretty quickly.
Like, he was a little selfish, I feel like.
If I'm going down, everyone's fucking come with me.
Yeah, we were all checking out
We're
together.
all going
dog.
I mean, but to be fair, their argument wasn't
I
flawed.
farted, by the way. Sorry.
Even that, even 12 years ago, them being like, well, maybe we need a reset.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, why do we deserve, like,
Right.
maybe we're supposed to have a reset?
We're all fucked up.
Could argue that
I've been-
in a lot of decades,
I've been
probably.
saying it. I've been
Right.
saying it for a while now.
The Great Reset. So let me finish my
Clean slate.
review. Props for going balls to the wall and killing everyone with everything. Merman. Must watch. 7.5.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Next week, it's Wally's pick.
And it's, listen,
Since it is the big
I
one,
won't
right?
be
Can we have
here.
a
and that makes me sad.
You won't be here?
I won't
You
be
should in
here.
California. Or will
Oh.
you be on Monday? Do you know where you're going
I'll
to be?
be in California.
You'll be in
Is it maybe just you and I then?
California.
But your episode comes out on Halloween.
It does.
So
that
make
is
it good.
That is it. That's
So
pretty pressure.
well, let's go through. Can we have a conversation about my picks, like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
possible
Whatever
picks?
you
I
want.
won't be here. but I'll
So
listen.
I know some. You've never seen Nightmare Before Christmas. Beetlejuice was on my list.
Okay.
And then I was
don't do
thinking.
Nightmare Before Christmas without me
Okay.
That could be a
Okay.
Christmas pick, so you're right.
Okay, that's fine. That could be either or.
because I need.
And then we've done all the Ash movies, correct? All of them.
Oh, we've only done the original. The Evil Dead from 2016 and Evil Dead Rises. We've never done the original Evil Dead.
If it's just us and possibly Josh, I have to say we do that. If Tara's not going to be here,
the Evil Dead,
that or Beetlejuice. So whatever,
Beetlejuice. I could talk my wife in for Beetlejuice.
whatever, man. Whatever's clever. But those are the
All right.
ones I've been hung up on.
So the Evil it had to be Evil Dead 2. Because Evil Dead 1 is Evil Dead 2
It's
remade
confusing,
but
yeah.
better. So okay, Evil Dead 2 or Beetlejuice is where we're gonna go for a Halloween pick. I like it.
Yeah.
Or maybe Army. Oh no, we did Army of Darkness. That's what we did.
Yeah, we've definitely. That
Okay.
was one of my.
That
random
was your
picks.
first pick that you were ever on.
100%.
So maybe that's the pick because that makes sense. But we'll see what we're doing. Maybe we'll see. Might be the best episode. Sorry, yeah, next week. I like it. We'll see who's on. We'll see what's going on there. I
Sure.
like it. This week though, thanks for everybody who's possibly been here listening,
fought
watching,
through.
fought
Yep.
through at the Decision Reel. Fucking find
You
us
were
on
able
our
to
socials.
keep up.
You know, it's a funny thing, and maybe there's big things in store for the show coming up here soon.
Don't stop, never stopping.
What was the
What
thing?
she said.
I'm not gay, but if I was, or what was it? How does it go?
Still not gay.
Still not gay.
But
I like it.
$20 is $20.
You're right. What's a ZJ?
If you
Zed.
don't know, you can't afford it.
A ZJ.
I like it. Awesome. Thank you. We'll see you guys on the next one. See you. Bye.
Bye.
Later.